Hey, what's going on? It's your girl, Chandie. Welcome back to the Chandie Speaks podcast. I'm back another week. Today is February. Sheesh, I don't even know what fucking day it is. Hold on. Today is February the 17th. This episode will be for Wednesday, February 18th, 2026. I'm recording this from my phone right now. You guys, I'm leaving the country in 28 days. I'm getting really, really close. I'm leaving the days actually in 29 days, 3 hours and 5 minutes. We just got under the 30-day mark. So, long story short, this episode will be sort of a clip episode, but not really. I'm just working a lot. I'm working too much. I have to go to work in an hour and I have to work all day. It's like 7:30 in the morning. I have to work from 10 to 10 today. So yeah, I'm recording this quickly on my phone just as like an intro to this episode. Basically, I don't have time to record another episode. I have content. I have some things to talk about. I'll just save it for the next episode. But yeah, I'm going to Costa Rica in 29 days. So I've been really just too busy to just sit down and gather my thoughts for you people. So what I'm doing here with this episode is, if you guys who's been listening, if you go back to the episode that's called the Love and Light Facade, it was an episode that I made after returning back to Sedona from about like a week or 2 weeks in Phoenix. If you go back to that episode, I remember I was talking about a lady that I met at the Waffle House in Phoenix. And basically, I can't prove it because I didn't see her do it, but I let her into my van, and now at that point, my weed was stolen. Like I said, I didn't see her steal it, so I don't know if she stole it, but we had recorded an episode because I thought she was an interesting person. Had a long conversation, and by the time I went to go upload that episode, it was like a 2-hour long talk. We went into her hotel room and I had my mics and we just talked for like 2 hours. And just when I was about to go and upload the episode, I discovered, or should I say did not discover, my weed was where I left it in my van. So I decided to just save that episode in the clip. And I told my listeners, I told you guys in that episode, the Love and Light Facade episode, that if I found my cartridge, it was like a whole gram of oil, of THC oil for my vape pen. If I found that cartridge, then I would upload this episode. Just so that we're all clear, I never found that weed. I'm not uploading this episode because she turned out to not be a thief. I just don't have any time to record an episode this week, and I just so happen to have this episode still. So just let it be known, I still don't allow people into my van because it's also my home. And the last person who was in my van, which was her, after she had left, my weed's nowhere to be found. I'm not saying she took it, but I'm just saying. So I'm uploading this episode of that interview or that interaction that we did. It was like right before Halloween, sometime in October in Phoenix. In her hotel room that's like right across the street from the Waffle House where I met her. Now, I'm just going to give a couple disclaimers here. Number one, this episode is extremely lengthy. It's going to be completely unedited because it's a 2-hour long video. It's 2 hours long. It's to date my longest episode. I tried to go back and edit it, but like I said, not only do I not have time, I really didn't even care for the conversation. Like in retrospect, if you see the video version of this episode, you can just see just the level of skepticism in my face while talking to her. So it was kind of hard for me to listen to this episode because of the history just because I think that she stole my weed. So I have that in my head. So I didn't edit anything in this episode. That's why it's extra long. There are a couple breaks that we take in there. We try and keep it going, but yeah, it's a very long episode. Another thing I want to shout out is that this was probably like my second or third time having 2 mics on the podcast and having a guest star. This was way back in September, October. So the sound quality, like I'm looking at the video version of it and I wasn't even talking up on the mic like for most of the video. So I think you can hear her pretty well, but you can hear me sort of in the background. The sound quality on this video is not great, despite having my super cool fancy microphones. I think what else did I want to bring up before? Yeah, it's completely unedited. My dog's barking in the background. If you see that, she's trying to tell me that she wants to go out potty, and I'm thinking that she's just saying hi. So there's a couple times where she barks in the background because of my negligence or whatever have you. I really think that's all. Yeah, this lady, you'll hear the sound. She's very hippy dippy woo woo. Shout out to her on her channel. I don't know if she's still following me or gives a fuck or whatever. I still believe that she stole my weed, and in my eyes, if you come into my house, you're guilty until proven innocent. So if anything goes missing in my van, you're guilty until proven innocent. But yeah, no shade, and prayers to her, blessings to her, and thank you all for listening. I'm gonna see you guys next week. I'm gonna get on out of here. I think that was a good enough intro. This episode's already long as hell. If you're not already following me, oh yeah, really quick, I'm gonna tell you guys next week in my next episode. But your girl got back on TikTok, so go ahead and follow me on TikTok. I just need some more engagement from people. I'm just, talking my shit per usual. So go follow me on TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, Chandie Speaks. Email me at chandyspeaks@gmail.com. And I'll see you guys next week. Peace. Welcome back. Can you hear me good?
Yes.
Welcome back to the Chandie Speaks podcast. It's your girl Chandie. I'm here in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona, and I have a special guest. Move this mouse. Special guest 2 weeks in a row now. Look at me, y'all. I'm getting out of my shell and talking to people.
Yes.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, peace and abundant rise to all of you beautiful, amazing ones who are out there observing Miss Chandie's channel. My name is Shug, aka Blue Water Empress 777. That is 𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬
Y'all go follow her on YouTube.
Thank you.
Amazing woman. I literally just met her at the Waffle House like about an hour ago.
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it? Okay. You can hear yourself this one?
Yes, I can hear.
Okay, I think we're good. We can just get right into it. So,
come on.
What brings you here? I know you already kind of...
Ooh.
I like hearing myself right here. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Oh, man.
What brings you to the Waffle House? This Waffle House.
I was divinely guided to this Waffle House. Because when I guess I just reached back here from the East Coast. And I went from New York to VA, from VA to here. And I don't always know why I'm guided someplace, but it's always usually if a part of my heart is in trouble. And like wherever state my children are in, I can feel it. And then Most High be like, go that way for a minute.
Oh, so
or go that way.
Here, all your children are
Not
here?
all of them, just my daughter. She's 23. I told you about my 12-year-old son that they have. You know what I'm talking about. We already spoke about that. Got him a little hostage a little bit, trying to make him afraid of his mother's spiritual gifts and, life path. But it's okay. And then I also have an elder son. He's in California. He's a retired veteran of the Navy.
So you were on the East Coast just by yourself?
I was on the East Coast by myself for a little bit because I had I don't like the glare on here. Hello.
And I can also edit anything down if you want.
No worries. I was, let me get back on task. When I left here last year, I was guided to leave here because my eldest son, my first eldest son, had called me. He was like, Mom, I just awakened. And I felt something that didn't feel right, And
so he told you he awakened and you didn't feel right about it?
It was just something that was going on because he had like fear in him. It's like he was afraid for me.
Wow.
A little bit. I guess he was picking up on things because he was just awakening to his gifts.
Okay.
Because, like when I tell them that you guys have natural gifts, never be afraid of those gifts. Never be afraid of our righteous ancestors because they are our guides. They guide us through trouble. They guide us through a lot of different things. And because I believe in the great Most High, righteous Mother and Father, I strive to let them know, like, because they're Israelites. I said, we're all.
So what put this fear in him? Like, or why do you think?
Ooh.
Why do you think that he feels like he should be afraid of these powers? Or
I don't know. I think that without putting too much of his spiritual journey out there, he was saying his awakening was a little bit violent. Like he was woken up, like he met the archangels, Archangel Gabriel. And I said, that's my friend. I said, maybe he didn't like certain things that were going on, you know, in your life. This is what I was trying to explain to him. And when I was guided to go over to him, there was something that had attached himself to my son that made him want to be violent towards me. My son has never spoke violent towards me. He's never been the type of child to disrespect, you know.
He was just verbally violent?
He was just starting to become really...
Spiritually violent?
He was starting to become very spiritually violent. And I'm sitting here like I'm lost because I was just like, what the heck is going on? And one of my spiritual sisters has said to me, you're going to require a lot of protection because of the certain... most people don't like to talk about Masons and all of that stuff.
I like to talk about it.
But I'm not afraid.
Yeah, I'm not afraid.
But he was a part of that.
He's a mix.
They was trying to recruit him as to become one of his friends. And
how did he get involved in these? I mean, I guess this is his story to tell.
It's his story to tell. I don't know exactly how he got involved in it. And I didn't know he was involved in it, but I know like one of my spiritual sisters said that I will have to be protected from him. You know? From my own son. And he started saying, Mom, you're demonic, you're a demon, I've casted demons out, And I said, well, I'm not a demon. I said, but I do have things in the demon world that protect me from y'all level demons, whatever y'all got going on. I'm protected. And he was trying, somebody was telling him that I was opening up portals in his home when I was just sending abundant peace, healing, love, and light in his space because I knew what was going on. And at that time, my young son was with me, and he says, Mom, he just don't know what he's doing right now. He's confused.
Yeah, it's like when you're afraid, then you sort of start, I don't want to say like projecting, but kind of almost like you're looking at the reflections, like you're afraid of your own reflection.
Yeah.
Almost, you know?
That's basically what was happening. And I had a lot of shaman friends on the East Coast because, you know, a lot of the shamans that are well in tune, they won't tell you everything. But they will guide, and they will still be consistent protectors. And it started confusing me to a point where I was like, I didn't even know who to trust. I can't trust my kids. It was just so much going on. And I'm like, Most High, what is going on right now? So my young son, because he has gifts as well, sometimes the elder, I don't know if you ever heard of that story of Joseph, how sometimes the eldest ones will be jealous of the youngest one because he has all the gifts. And they're like, well, Dad, you know, Mom.
Does he embrace his gifts, your youngest?
They try to make him afraid of it now. You know, everything is demonic now to most people. But I taught him a lot because I wanted him to know that I always say to him, before anyone tells you anything about yourself, say, Most High, is this true? And if Most High confirms you that it's not true, then it will clear out. You know, I taught him those things.
Listen, though. Speak with the Most High or listen for instruction or anything like that.
Yeah, especially if they're riddled with so much fear. And I think, I don't know why, but I don't know why I'm feeling this, but I'm just going to speak from transparency. I think that my son was trying to get out of it. And he was afraid because I know one of his friends, just putting it out there for, you know, and please forgive me, my son, for me sharing this. But one of his friends I spoke with said, I don't know what he was afraid of, because she said that she came to her business one time and he was afraid. And I says, well, what was he afraid of? Next thing I know, my son was in jail. I'm driving through snowstorms with my young son, trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Why is he in jail? Like all of these stories, like the truth was not coming the way I needed it to. And I know, like my ex-husband, he's a Jehovah's Witness. That's what he was. A Jehovah's Witness. Yeah. And I know, like, one time, because his sister, which was my ex-sister-in-law, she used to always be jealous.
You, okay.
But nobody would ever admit that. But I know, like, I had gifted her one of my hats. And you know, sometimes when you give people your property and you forget to call your energy back from that, they'll do a lot of...
Or they could do something with, so like if you give something, okay, hold on. What?
I've been learning so much, sis.
No,
I learned so much.
That doesn't make sense because energy transfers, so.
Yeah.
Dang.
And I remember one time when I was living in VA, because I always got a lot of respect from the gods, like the business owners and everybody out there. They always respected me. And one of my friends, he never came to my house until, it was like my grandson is probably, what is he, about 6 or 7 now? And when my grandson was born, I went to my grandmother, my father, and I had everybody come to see my grandson, right? So when all of this was happening, that's when I gifted her the hat. But I told her that she couldn't stay with me because my ancestors said, no, she can't stay. But when she did come and visit, my friend, he never, ever came to my house. And he said, Shug, I'm here to protect you.
Wow.
And before I knew it, my ex-husband had showed up. He was parked across the street from my house, right? When I tell you, my homeboy, he came right in the middle of my driveway and he stood just like this because he carried that Archangel Michael energy. And he stood and he watched because he was ready. He said, if he touch you.
Wow.
And he said, I'm here for you. I'm here to protect you. And I didn't know, because I was in my full loving light. I didn't know at the time why he wanted to protect and why he was protecting.
Was it about the hat? Or hold on.
He's seen things in her. This is how I'm seeing it now. He's seen things in her that I didn't see.
What did he see? Snap.
From what I'm hearing, unrighteous energy. He's seen some unrighteous energy in her. And when I told her that she couldn't stay with me, because I said to her, I says, I'm a giver. But I also know that I deserve to receive. And it was just certain things that was not feeling spiritually correct. And one time she had came, when she was staying with me, she said, I heard all your ancestors whispering to me, and I heard you saying, don't touch her. Because I had her sleep downstairs on my couch. And she started telling me different stories about my mother-in-law, who's now transitioned. And my mother-in-law was, her and our birthday was on the same day, July 16th.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And she would come to me sometimes in the spirit. But my sister-in-law had shared some things with me that I was unaware of. So you know how like you have a lot of those past life karmic energies, and when you're not aware of them and you marry into them, then the ancestors of the person you marry think they own you. They think you,
Wow.
yeah, they think that. And I didn't realize how much cord cutting that I had to do to clear myself from my ex-husband, because when I was in VA, my ex-husband he used to call me like late at night when he would get drunk. And one time, sorry baby, one time he had called me and was like, where do you want to live? Where you want to move to? Because him and his wife, she'd use him to come and get my energy. Like all the things that I wanted for myself, like I wanted the BMW X5 for myself. Next thing I know, she got a BMW X5, but it's black. Mine was white.
Was he like reporting back to her or something?
I feel like that's what was happening, you know, because she knew that he always loved me, because I was the first wife. And I think that, you know, when she intervened in our marriage, she wasn't supposed to. She intervened, she bought him. He was easily bought by material things.
Oh, so she was the breadwinner, or?
He used to be too, because he was a barber. He used to cut hair. He cut hair.
Okay.
So when my kids were younger, he made it hard for me, both of them.
They have kids? I'm sorry if I'm asking you.
Yeah, they do have children now.
Kids now.
And actually, one of his sons, he was like, Miss Tasha, I think you're so amazing, because that's my name, Tasha. I think you're such a great mom. I think you're so amazing. I think, But he uses my sons to try to come against me, still to this day, due to things beyond my control. He was on child support in New York, and I wrote a letter, because I don't need anything from you anymore. I wrote him a letter, I got it notarized, and I gave it to him when I was in Virginia. My hands is off of it now, because you didn't want to help to take care of your children, and I had to pay for daycare, Pampers, clothes. I had to pay for so much. And thank goodness at that time I did have my grandmother because she had a house. But my father, healing light to him, and my uncle, healing light to them, they were very like bully spirits. They like to beat up on women, may it be spiritually or physically.
Oh, wow.
And they caused a lot of rift between my grandmother and I. And so she felt her hands was tied. So she would always throw us out, put us out on the street. And then I wound up having to figure it out. And I remember the daycare center, Miss 𝗲𝗚. It was called 𝗲𝗚's Learning Center. Peace, healing, and light to them, because let me tell you something. That place, 𝗲𝗚's Learning Center in Lakeview, New York, I'll never forget them. They were so amazing to me when my children were young. And they said to me, what is in your family that made them treat you like that? And that was before I realized I was a chosen one. My grandmother revealed that to me when my grandson was born. She said, you are a star seed.
Always the black sheep of the family.
She said, you are a star seed. And my friend had made me a crown made out of copper. And it had all the jewels in it from my jewels that I had collected from my, when I would go to different spiritual stores and stuff like that. And I gifted my grandmother that crown. But Most High had told me I wasn't supposed to gift her that crown. That crown belonged to me. But I had to still call my energy back from that crown because she had put it on a doll. It was like a walking doll. And she put it on the walking doll. And when she almost crossed over, my father and my uncle they didn't want me coming into the hospital to visit her. And when I told her the truth of what happened when she woke back up, I'm not going to assume, but I know my uncle went flying down them stairs. When I told her what happened, I said they was all just watching and waiting for her to die. And my higher power, which was my, and also my great grandmother, because I told my father, I said, I'm a reincarnation of your grandmother. And he didn't want to believe that. Her name is Cleo. And she said, Big Mama. All right, Big Mama. She said, I'm Big Mama. Okay, Big Mama, thank you. I love you for that. But where was I at? I digress for a second. Bring it back. Where was I at, sis?
Your spiritual...
I told my father that he had to respect me because Grandma Cleo said he got to respect me. Because at that time, he wanted me to make breakfast for him and his other woman. She's Caucasian, but...
His new wife?
Whatever she is to him.
I'm not laughing at
No, I'm just saying a story. I know it's a lot of stories. But I said to him, I says, I'm here.
Cook for him and his wife?
He wanted me to cook for him and his wife. And I said, I sure will not. And I'm over here praying because he had saw my oracle cards. And he started calling me he called me something, a hypocrite or something he called me in my face. And I looked at him and I knew what it was, you know, because my father, I used to always tell people that my father was a warlock and nobody would believe me, you know. But you know how that is. Nobody likes to believe those things because they don't understand it. But I says, you know what, I'm going to leave from here because I have to pray for my grandson because at that time my grandson was under distress. His life was under attack while he was in his mother's womb. So they had to hurry up and get him delivered. And I said, I'm busy here praying for my grandson. And you want me to make breakfast for you and your woman? Where do we do that at?
I don't know, man. The audacity.
Where do we do that at? I says, no. So my mother, like, it was always, everybody always fought over me. My mother fought my grandmother.
Why do you think, I mean, we all know,
I hear the juicy energy.
why do these people come after you, like, in your life?
Because of my light.
Tell the people.
I think they come for me because of my light, my healing energy, my healing gifts, and they try to live off of my vitality. You know, they try to live vicariously off my vitality, even though they know they abused me. You know, because, you know, not me trying to throw my mother in the bus, but this is my truth. One time when I was homeless with my children again, my mother just started a fight with me out of nowhere and took her nails and scratched down my whole face. And I had to walk with that shame. I had to walk with that shame while I was looking for an apartment to live in for my children. And when I found this apartment, oh my gosh, the owner of this place, oh man, her last name was 𝘁𝗍. Betty 𝘁𝗍. She was like a property manager out in Hempstead, New York. Should have treated me right, and she took my car. But that's okay. We gonna get it back, said Most High. But when I got into this space with my children, it was raccoons was living under the floorboards, and they used to scratch through our floorboards. Like every time I would cook, they was trying to scratch through to get into the house. So I had to take my son's bunk beds and push them up. So many roaches in there. And meanwhile, I'm walking around with all these scratches on my face. No real family to have my back. And it was just so much. It was like me battling so much at that time. And I couldn't understand at that time, like, what would make my mom treat me like that? You know? At the lowest point of my time, and she almost got me arrested. And thank goodness those police officers knew me through my ex-mother-in-law. And they was like, you look familiar. I said, yeah, I used to live on 201 Fredericks in Roosevelt. I said, he says, oh, Sandy's daughter-in-law. I said, yeah, because there's times I had to call him when my ex-husband would try to get violent, you know. And they brought my young son out. At that time, I forget how old he was because I don't really remember dates and ages like I used to anymore. But he told the truth. He says, He said, no, officer, my mother wasn't trying to start no fight. My mother just wanted to come and bring us here so that we could eat. She just wanted to feed us and so that we could go get our home. You know, he was speaking up for me.
Yeah.
And he spoke up for me. And it was so beautiful because they was almost about to arrest me because they thought that I was the aggressor because I was the youngest one. And that's how they usually look at it. If you're younger,
Really?
they would. But my mom, she was a nurse at the time. And my little brother and my cousin was still small. And I said, no, officer, I said, I do not wish to have my mother arrested, but if you could please just take me to my housing appointment, I would greatly appreciate that. And I'm tearing up because Most High always sent me angels to keep me protected during those times while I'm trying to protect both of my 3 children at that time. I had my daughter on my hip, and I had my sons and my big boy. And I didn't understand at the time all of the stuff that was going on until I started learning about generational hexes, generational curses. I started learning about black magic, not because I wanted to practice it, but because I need to learn how to protect myself from it. And every person that I used to walk into would say to me, you're going to have to protect yourself from your mother. Because my mother lied to her sisters and told them that I beat her up and I put my hands on her, and that was not the truth. Because
That doesn't sound like something that would be true.
it wasn't true at all. I was trying not. If I really wanted to, I would have whooped my mother's ass. And please, Most High, forgive me. I'm not saying it to be,
Right.
but I did not want to hurt her. I just gave in.
Why do they make up that story, or why would they say that?
Well, if you have my grandmother say it now, once she awakened, because like sometimes when they fall and they go into a deep sleep or deep coma, it's because they're traveling in the spirit. You understand?
Yep.
So when she came back, she said, your mother is evil and wicked. I'm trying to protect you from the wickedness of your mother and your father.
Your mother said that about her daughter?
No, her daughter-in-law.
Her daughter-in-law.
Yeah. So it was always like, my grandmother did have dealings with people that were in the Masonic culture and stuff like that because she was into music at the time. They were friends with Roberta Flack. And I actually stayed at one of Roberta Flack's nephew's house because there's an artist. He was a producer. His name was Kip Collins. 𝘁𝗵𝗶𝘀. He I don't know if you ever seen what can I say? Living Single.
Oh my God.
Living, and I'm talking about you, baby, because I know you always my guardian. And I was upset too because I just lost his picture. The only picture I had of him left. I lost it when that hotel in Gilbert put me out for no reason. No reason at all. That woman had no reason to put me out. She just wanted to put me out to try to show me, 𝑁𝑖GGA, I got control over your life.
I'm not going to Gilbert anytime soon.
Oh, no. And it's In Town Suites, a healing light to them.
There it is.
But she lied to the district manager trying to tell him that I was speaking bad. I said, I was just telling my sister, because a brown melanated sister walked in with her son, huge young man, and he told me he was a boxer and this is what he was getting into. And she was coming to me to tell me to peace be still, because she could feel that fire coming up in me, where I'm being humble with you. I don't have to be humbled. I walk humble every day. But I'm striving to let you know that before I could, and I'm going to share the footage with you because I still have it on my phone. I had it on my YouTube channel, but my guides told me to take it off. So I took it off for a little bit, but I still might put it back up there. But at that time, my guides recently told me to take it off. So I moved it off my page because they said, we don't want that energy left on your page. We want more goodness on your page now, more motivational things. We want you to motivate now.
I mean, some people are motivated, in different ways. You know, sometimes, like, if you see a not good image, it'll make you want to, like, change.
Yeah.
Not everything is always, like,
it's just for awareness.
But yeah.
Yeah. Just for awareness, but...
So you have the video footage of her?
I do. Would you like... would you mind sharing it?
See it?
I didn't record her face, but I'm gonna put this down for a second and just grab my phone. Excuse me, people. We still rolling. We're still rolling, baby.
And we might have to sing together later too.
Oh yeah. Let's see how we're gonna do this.
That's some behind the scenes footage right now.
But thank you for being with me to share this story.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, listen, it is a pleasure. It is a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Right, Ashes?
Come on, baby. She just wants to be
She has her beautiful pet baby here, cooling off. But I just couldn't understand. I'm sitting here trying to understand why this lady was being so hostile and aggressive for no reason. Let's see. Let me go to my photos. But we can still keep talking. You can still speak about...
I have some work I have to do on my own too, like which I know I've talked about on this podcast before, and it involves these kind of energies.
Yeah.
I'm realizing that you kind of like you sort of activate them in some way.
Yeah.
And now they're sort of like attaching themselves to your energy, or you said something earlier about like swapping. I don't know if it was swapping.
Destiny swapping.
Just sort of like blending the energy. And I'm like you said earlier, like when you feel angry, you know it's not you.
Mm-hmm.
And like, yeah, recently these last few weeks, especially in Sedona, Arizona, I've been putting Sedona, Arizona on some crazy pedestal these past couple months, and I'm just now basically accepting like, hey, maybe there's something off about this energy here, and why am I feeling so just like this? Just it's prickly. It's the only way I can describe it. It's prickly. Why am I feeling like this? Like it must be my environment.
Oh no, that was one of my... I'm trying to make sure I get the right message. Because sometimes on my phone, certain things will just disappear off my phone. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean.
Yeah,
you
I know what you mean.
But sometimes things start disappearing off my phone. But I'm going to find that video. It's on here somewhere. I'm hoping they didn't remove it.
Oh, you had it on social media, or is it on your phone?
It was on my phone, and also I had put it up on social media. Okay, that's October 14th. October 15th, that's when I walked over there.
Yeah, just really prickly energy is all I'm gathering. So,
And they also know, sis, that a lot of things are under divine judgment. You know?
You were saying that earlier, yeah.
A lot of things are under divine judgment right now, and they are afraid. Let's see, that was yesterday. Let me see if I could just go to my videos, because I'm hoping I can find it. But if they removed it off, sometimes certain corporations have that way of tapping into your phone, but I'm hoping that I'm wrong.
I don't even know how to even fight that. I have nothing to hide, but it's just the principle of
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean? Like
like go into our private things and mess with our
like what is even privacy
technology.
Anymore?
146.
Nowadays privacy is like anything that you don't talk about or even think about.
I think I found it.
Your phone picks up on your fucking thoughts now. So
oh my gosh.
Okay, let's see this
Let
video.
me see.
Ask a question. I just have a question, please. I want to ask why you told me that 208 was available,
Okay? I came here to heal from sex trafficking abuse, and that's why I'm here. Okay? And I listened to you. 1 second, please. I listened to you before I went to the other young lady to ask for the room.
So with all due respect, he is below me. He has no access.
He's not below anybody. He's a good person.
He is a good person. He doesn't work in this.
What
I'm hearing
asking-
Karen.
What I'm
All I hear is
asking-
Karen.
You have the property. You were being removed from the property. You
So
understand?
what though? I didn't do anything. I didn't argue with you. I didn't yell with
20
you.
minutes to go get
I didn't have any anger with you. I didn't do any mean things towards you. I didn't do anything mean towards you. So I'm just asking because I want for my clarity.
So you've been issued a full refund.
Did I break any rules
He
here?
has no answers for you, ma'am. Do you
That's okay.
understand
He
that?
doesn't have to.
Do I need to go do this
He
by
doesn't have to.
myself personally?
Crystal, I don't know what your aggression is towards me, sweetheart, but may you heal. May the Most High God heal you.
Okay, so my God is healing me.
Yeah.
Your time is clicking on getting your belongings out of your room.
Okay.
Okay. Would
Thank
you like
you.
to go get your belongings
Yes,
out
I
of your
will
room?
get my belongings and thank you.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
So let's
Peace be
move
with
to
you.
that. Okay, thank you.
Peace be with you. And if you like, you can call the police, and I can give them my story. But one thing I do know is that this was some disrespectfulness because you have not seen me cause any harm to anybody here. I was not lying or telling
It's
anything.
not disrespectful.
So I'm just trying to understand.
And we want
The
you to
money's
have
not. It's not about the money because I don't have it now. I don't get it until 7 to 10 days. So 7 to 10 days, and I'm supposed to be roaming out aimlessly on the street. That's unrighteous. That is just unrighteous behavior. That's unrighteous behavior, Crystal. And you could have did the right thing by not even calling your manager, knowing that I was not speaking to that young lady about anything but my story. I wasn't about to tell her about what was going on in here from earlier today. I was getting ready to tell her I was proud of her son, and I was healing from sex trafficking abuse with my son, and I was happy to see her and her son together. She asked me how things were going here, and I said, well, it's been a journey. And then you immediately chimed in.
folder on it so you don't
She was trying to shut my mouth.
and that will block any other
Good
keys.
Lord.
Use this key. If he goes that far, he's gonna get in trouble too.
Peace be with you, man. Peace be with you, but I
We're
want you to know.
work right now, Josh.
Calm as Lord, boy. What you want from me, baby, it's gonna reverse and backfire. I promise you that. It will. But that was wrong. That was wrong, Crystal. That was not righteous.
Ma'am?
But that gives me time to be on the street to be able to tell my story on my YouTube channel. So thank you. Peace be with you. No, I don't need your blessings. I get the blessings from my source and creator. But thank you.
Golly.
Now I have another one.
I do want to.
I have another one for you.
Commend you before. Oh my goodness, because right now, like I'm kind of. I gotta shake it off.
Shake it off.
I gotta
Shake it off.
But like the way you stayed calm that whole time, like your voice was completely leveled and balanced the whole time. She was afraid. She was terrified, shaking in her boots by how it was just like a calm force almost. You were calm, but you were also
Being
stern.
a force.
Yeah. I would have just
Would you
walked
like to
away.
hear? Would you like to hear part one before the two?
What's the part one?
That
Oh,
one was
leading
part
up to
two. I
that?
meant this was the one that led up to it.
Oh my
Let's
goodness,
share a little
yes,
bit more of it.
Yeah.
See, I don't have any other money right now at this time to pay for another hotel. So I'm going to need to. It's not unfortunate, ma'am.
Is that the same one we was listening
It's
to?
what it is. It's just me getting ready to
That's
speak to
anyway.
somebody, and I wasn't going to say anything rude about your establishment, and then you immediately just chimed in like I was getting ready to say something bad, and I was getting ready to share my journey with her in regards to me being safe from things that were not conducive for me and my son when I had to leave to come here. So whatever misunderstanding that you had with me getting ready to speak to her about that, I think you thought that I was going to browbeat in town suites, and that was not the
So you haven't had any other discussions with anybody else on this property outside this building today?
No, I have not.
Who is this woman? Did she?
Okay, well,
She felt like an interrogator.
That is clean, bug-free, and at the exact same price. I don't even have a room upgrading you. Like, if you ever wanted 208, you could have 208. But, I mean, it's a huge jump.
well,
baby.
Hey, so she wants a
She's an
cash
empath
refund
too.
because we're putting her in. She wants a cash refund because the car.
Ashes.
We don't do cash funds if she pays with a credit card. So she's saying this is inconveniencing her, putting her out on the street, and her son is going to be homeless because that credit is going to take 7 to 10 business days to get on her card.
And I did not say anything bad in front of that customer just recently.
Okay, so I think we're going to have a incident report on this FYI. And have you been able to do what you needed?
No, there's not going to be no incident report. I'm not a violent person, ma'am. I'm not a violent person.
Let me go on here.
I'm not a violent person. I'm a very peaceful person. I'm a child of God. I'm not a bad person. So please don't paint me. I'm just asking that you don't paint me in that
You're
picture.
kind of treating me like it.
Okay, so Mara, it's only showing wait.
Blessings. And thank you so much for telling my story. Most High told me somebody was going to come here and tell my story.
I'm glad we're telling it. This lady's got some darkness in her spirit. I don't know. Something's bugging her, and it's not you.
It had nothing to do with me.
Alright. Yep, no. Exact. Yep, me neither. Okay, alright, thanks, Mark. Yep. Bye.
Hey, baby girl.
She said, Mark who?
So obviously we got shot down on that option to be able to.
It better not be that name I heard. Or he gonna lose every dime he got. And it's gonna come back to me and all of my righteous ancestors.
And so he said, I don't
Spirit and
Again
physical.
until next week, so.
Spin the block, ancestors. Yeah.
So you were literally just minding your own business, and you were talking to a different customer?
No, when you finish this, I'm gonna tell you the story and make it short to the best of my ability.
I can't. This is all wild. I'm glad you're exposing her too.
I had to. Even though they was, I know they follow my phone. They try to track me. I didn't have somebody woke up on me and try to tell me that they're not tracking me, but they tracking me.
We're all being tracked, bro.
It's okay. Then it's a whole.
And like I said, it don't even matter.
It don't.
It don't even matter.
Because nature, the force of nature, tracks me.
Sheesh, man. Yeah. People really do go out of their way, it seems like, to just. I don't know what. I don't even know what it is.
When they see you from a physical space,
Ego?
It's a lot of that.
A lot of ego, a lot of. I think it's like work that they're not willing to do on themselves. It's what I from.
Stuck in their carnal nature is what I heard. Their carnal nature.
Yeah, you're acting like, come
So,
on. Hey, baby. She hardly barks. She just like.
Security guard this evening is going to accompany you up to your room so you can get your possessions out. There's your full refund was issued on.
Okay, my God has me covered. No worries. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Peace be with you.
She's talking like she's a cop or she's married to an officer or something.
But then when
Go ahead,
just to bring you back to abreast with the story, so you can understand it fully and clearly, so you don't have to ask as many questions because you'll already have the answers.
Hey,
It's
none of
okay,
that.
baby.
Lower your tone. It's okay.
The night prior, because I didn't realize there was roaches in the room, and I wasn't gonna be sleeping with no bugs. The guy, the maintenance man, he said he was the manager of the maintenance space, and he had walked up on me because I seen some young people from the East Coast. I think the young lady said she was from Philly, and they was by my window, and they were just excited. You know, they was happy because they haven't seen their family and their loved ones and stuff like that, right? Because this is how the whole story started. And, you know, Spirit kept telling me, go outside and tell the young people to quiet down. But I
was like, I'm trying to pray. I'm over here writing. I saw I was a little stubborn with it.
Right.
But then it kept saying, go outside and talk to those young ones. So I went outside, because after that I heard when the maintenance man came up, he was talking about calling the police on them, and people was going to lose their place to live and stuff. And they was just bringing them food. They was bringing food to the ancestors, and they was just excited to see each other. That's what the girl had told me when I went outside. She said, I feel you though. I said, I feel you too, sis. I said, but I said, don't let these people arrest you out here. I said, go ahead and go. I said, you don't want to, I ain't trying to get y'all loved ones put out. And then the following night, the same maintenance man, because I didn't meet him then. I met him when the next day, when I went outside, it was a full moon. And, I like to sit with the moon and talk with the Most High. Like, that's just something natural in me that I'm guided to do. And I know, like, when my team tells me I'm protected, I'm protected. Because they said anybody that try to touch you while you with us, some of us is going home with them. And they said we would sit there and be patient and wait. And before they know it, they said it'll be party time. It could be a month from now. That's how patient our ancestors really are. So they want us to exercise that type of patience. So that was the message I got from being out there. So I was there, and I lit my black and mild, giving thanks and gratitude for myself, my family, just giving gratitude for having a roof over my head, just talking to Most High, just having a conversation. And as I was getting ready to go, and I was walking, he said, hey, miss. So the moment a man tells me, yeah, me and my wife, I already know what you're trying to do.
Wait,
they telling themselves.
They introduced themselves as...
It was just him, but he was just talking about, like before he started the conversation, it was about him and his wife. I don't want you. I don't even know why you mentioned that, but I get it.
What is that about?
Because sometimes women will send their husbands out to go energy shopping, and then they do them sex rituals. We rebuke that in the name of the Most High, and Holy Spirit cover me, because I'm up here telling these truths.
Oh,
you better make sure me and my partner have a forever place to stay and live in, with me never ever lack for money or nothing.
That explains so much. I might cry.
Please, Holy Spirit.
That explains so much. Oh my God! Can you say that? Can you say that again?
I don't know if I can repeat it the same way, because it'd be the different ones.
I know.
But I'm gonna try to break it down. Y'all gonna help me out here. Don't have me over here looking for food.
Are you serious?
On my boo channel, my new friend channel.
I cannot believe I just heard that.
What they do is they go. It's called energy harvesting. They go and they send their husbands out, and then their husbands try to use our energy. Like if you ever see old other people when with their elderly husbands and stuff, they'll always be trying to come around me. And when they start coughing, I already know y'all sick now, because you can't come around me trying to energy harvest.
I cannot believe you're saying this.
I'm just sharing, because somebody might need to hear or know this.
Oh my God.
I know I'm protected, because Archangel Michael and them don't play about. They ain't playing. We're protected.
Knowledge is power, though. Like.
But I like to share. I like to share with my people. I like to share with my people, baby. So listen, I don't know which ancestors and guys sometimes come through me, because I got some that's serious and don't play about me, and they'll be. When they talk straightforward. I have the peaceful ones. I have the ones that's, I love you so much. Gotta trust you first. But then I'll love you so much. But her, I automatically trust her from the moment I see her.
I think trust is like a powerful feeling, a powerful chemical.
I felt so empowered.
As powerful as love can be,
I felt it.
Really?
I felt it. I felt so... Just through this whole time.
As soon as I talked to you, I was like, oh, I like you.
And see, we dancing all around with... I got to tell you the story.
Okay, sorry.
Let's focus, and then we could talk some more ish. We could talk for hours. We will have y'all go... This could be like an 8-hour podcast, and we still be chilling. These are the moments that I value and grateful for.
I'm so grateful and blessed.
Oh, my. Man, listen. Ooh. We 420 it up. We chilling. We not being judged. We don't care about the judgment. We rebuke y'all judges. Because we the ones that's connected to the real judges. Be careful. Be careful with us. It's not a threat. It's just what our ancestors said. And we got to be the messengers.
So this hotel, Karen lady.
Oh, my gosh. At In-Town Suites in Gilbert.
Highly do not recommend.
I want my check. Because that was mental abuse.
Oh, my.
That was spiritual and physical and mental
abuse.
abuse, and it re-traumatized me all over again.
She tried to drag you.
I might have to go and get me an attorney, because once again I lost things that I didn't wish to lose.
If you want to be petty, if you have time and you want to be petty.
I think I do have a little time.
If you have time.
And hopefully I get a really good, righteous lawyer, attorney, because I'm tired of people playing with my time.
How much was it that they refunded, or how much was it?
$444.
$444. 444.
Yeah. And see, I would come in there singing sometimes, and she'd be bopping. She used to bop, she bopping to I play some Beyonce, she bop. She said, I like all types of music, just not rock and all that stuff. I said, oh, okay.
The same lady?
Yeah, the same lady. And it was so crazy. And then I got to put this in there, because her and her manager were going back and forth before that conversation even started. And the manager threw her under the bus. And if they pull the cameras, they'll see how Karen was venting to me about she was tired of taking that manager's ish. So there needs to be an investigation done. Dun, dun, dun. Had in town sweets in Gilbert.
I feel like, she was just hating on your light. And that happens. I find people do that too. And you kind of,
I don't know why. And Most High.
I pray for them. That's the best I could do, because I don't wish ill on anybody. I'm like, you know what? You have to work that out, because it's beyond what I can do. I don't want to be around that.
Peace be with you.
Yeah, all of it.
Peace be with you. And like the old me.
I was gonna say something too about that. Listen.
The old me.
Because I was like, now a younger version of myself
would have been like, and it would have just been done. Sorry, babe, I didn't mean to scare you.
Come and get me.
But I did it. But through the grace of the Most High and all of my angels,
God
my
is so
ancestors,
good.
my guides, so amazing. Thank you. They keep me.
Goodness. Hey, Ashes.
They keep me calm.
I'm saying, like a younger version of myself in my heydays.
Ooh, baby.
I would have never.
Baby, Karen would have got.
Never,
Punk step up to get Karen would have got. But yeah, if there are any amazing good attorneys out there that know we will win, I would be grateful,
go ahead and plug
because it has traumatized me, my children, because my children been trying to help me. It's traumatized us, because I was getting ready, to be honest with you, I was getting ready to strive to make Gilbert and Mesa my home, and put my son in school so that he can get into some good activities. That's what I was striving to do.
Is your son in Gilbert?
No, he's down the street.
Oh, he's just down the street.
Yeah, he's
so
just
why,
down the street
why
with my
Gilbert
daughter.
of all places?
Well, I was guided when I first moved out here. That was our safe haven.
Oh, Gilbert was?
It was the in-town suites.
Yeah, the
because
in-town suites.
When I had asked Spirit, where should I go and guide me where I need to go, they said go to Gilbert. But I don't know if that at that time. Wait a minute. Let me rewind. Around that time, that might not have really been the Most High talking to me, because at that time,
you have to think maybe it is because you needed to see her, you needed to go through that with her in order to get to this next
right here with you
phase, or this.
Wait a minute, no,
space.
but here with you in this moment, like I would not be. I didn't think that today when I woke up and rose up and gave thanks to the Most High, I did not think that I would be doing a podcast right now. Wanna do it?
I don't know, because sometimes I get conflicted too. Sometimes I'm like, okay, is this my higher self speaking? Is this, on the light side that's guiding me right now, or is this, my shadows or my demons or something like that that's guiding? What's guiding me? And I always say, everything. I get lessons from everything. So,
all the time.
So yeah, I don't know. But it's important. It's good that we ask that. Like,
yeah.
Was that my mosaic? Instead of just blindly like.
No, because when I realized it, and the reason why I say that is because I don't, at that time, because I was living in a shelter house, and I don't know what frequency could have been playing around in there.
Some dark energy there too.
I don't know.
Think about it, people coming there when they're in pain and when they're desperate or,
But I kept striving to play my Mary, my Nas and Mary thriving. I had to keep my energy up. I would do my little exercise in the AM, because I did a lot of walking when I first got out here about 5.5, 6 years ago, before, CD happened. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Starts with a C and ends with a D. I don't need to say the word. Read between the lines. If you know, you know, you know. But I don't think
with pandemic.
Oh yeah, but I don't think that I was supposed to be with when I first got here. I don't think I was supposed to be at In Town Suites. I think because Most High told me that this time around they brought me back here to that same place to receive my divine justice because they know that they did something when it came down to something spiritual, and they said that they placed me back over there. This is just clarity. I'm just a messenger. Please don't try to play with me or my ancestors.
Or my ancestors.
That's what they said. But as I was speaking, I was just wondering, like, did they manipulate me? And now my righteous ancestors, because when I first got out here, I think that the negative, the bad energy was manipulating my telepathic gifts at that time. Because I was just full in love and like, hey, everybody, peace and love, I love you. Hi.
How do you feel like?
Because I just like to be a good person.
And that's your negative influencing you, or what?
No, I'm saying when I first got out here about 5 or 6 years ago, I don't think that was really my higher selves guiding me. I think that was at the time there was some things going on that my ancestors know about that they don't want me to know about, because they said if I know about it, then that puts me in a certain danger that they don't want me in. Like right now, I keep hearing Mark Z in my head.
Is that the Facebook dude?
Yeah.
That's the Facebook dude.
Yeah. I hear the Facebook dude in my head. I didn't call for him. I didn't send for him. I didn't invite him in. Ancestors.
You have a Facebook?
I do have a Facebook, and I happen to enjoy what I'm able to do on there, but I noticed that I wasn't able to share my videos on there anymore.
Yeah, I'm seeing that too, actually.
Yeah.
It's kind of, Facebook's like my lowest, like what I get the lowest amount of like engagement from people.
Yeah. But I missed, my ancestors keep saying, finish the damn story about the hotel. Y'all keep getting sidetracked.
It's all good.
They said this.
Water.
Oh, you know what I have? There's some cups. Grab a cup right there, sis.
I got a big old.
Yeah, but I want you to grab a cup so we ain't drinking like savages.
Hey, I drink.
I'm gaining my weight back, y'all. My milkshake brings up. No, let me stop, cause y'all gonna start trying to play with me. I'm in my natural state right
Go
about
ahead
now.
and plug your YouTube one more time too for us.
Yes. Oh, where y'all can find me? Cause sometimes I gotta make sure I ain't messing up. I'll make sure. But thank y'all. I'm so grateful for y'all, man. Cause let me tell you something. There's gonna be a lot of laughter going on our channel, and it's just gonna be so many amazing things. And I'm grateful for my sister partner here, cause I already know big things is always a grind. Because if we get this good lawyer, I'm gonna make sure I break my sister off a piece so she can get her van fixed.
Oh, I don't even.
No.
My van's fine.
Not fixed, but I wanna go to like take you to Atlanta, go to Big Boy, and have them freaking turn it into something amazing.
Boy, if I go back to Atlanta, I'm never coming back to this place. Y'all already know.
Baby.
That. I miss Georgia so much. I was just talking about
I used to live in Norcross, and I used to party. I think it was called Jay's. Is that place called Jay's?
I haven't hung out in Norcross that much, but there's this big roller skating rink that
I like to roller skate.
At the Norcross Park, that big ass park.
Oh.
And I'm actually going roller skating tonight. You want to come roller skating?
They said, get to the damn story.
They got adult night at this roller skating rink in here, and I haven't been roller skating since I left Georgia. That's what they did out there. I'm just like, man, I just miss my people. And I mean, yes, my people. Like, I don't know, like, I made a joke about this. I don't care. I talk about whatever I want on my channel.
Okay.
I was like, man, I'm about one more. Can I touch your hair kind of person away from just going back to Georgia, from just losing my mind. Nothing against, I'm just saying, like, it just feels good to be around people.
I would like to be in Georgia.
It's good to be around people who are already familiar with being around people who have my hair, so they don't have to come and, like, touch my hair. That's all I'm saying.
Yes. I'm regrowing, by the way. I'm blessing my locks. Make sure y'all bless it. My lock journey is coming back, and I'm just grateful to just be in the present. But sometimes, don't get me twisted, y'all. Sometimes I like to be pretty because a diva raised me. I can't help it. To be the diva in me, I have to throw a wig on sometimes. Only sometimes, depending on where I'm going.
Okay, this hotel story. Are we done with it?
No,
Or what was the-
I hear them talking about, get to the fucking story. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I gotta be obedient. So, that the young man that she said was beneath her was the manager that came and walked up on me the night prior and was like, room 208 is fire.
Wait, who she said was Mark? Did she say Mark?
Mark was the one she was on the phone with.
Okay.
Mark was the one.
Right.
Mark was the one.
She said a name
Z.
Mark, but you said Mark Z in your head. That was a different one.
I hear that one. I'm
Right,
hoping it's
and
a different one.
I could have sworn she said a name named Mark, and you were like, oh, I got to remember that name Mark when she was saying the Mark. But I don't know if she was talking to like the maintenance guy.
Because I heard that name in my head while we were talking.
Did she not say it? Maybe I'm tripping.
No, she did say it.
She's
But what I'm saying is that when I said I gotta remember that name, is because the spirit team,
oh, it's from the other Mark.
and I heard that's the name that came to me. I'm not sure if it's true or not. We have faith that it's not, but if it is, thank you for cutting my check. Gotta travel down the road again. We living true and we amazing fucking gals. Yes, we are. Excuse my language, you too. But we can say whatever we want right now. Respectfully speaking. My throat shock was coming back to life. I gotta keep my honey on deck. And once the solar plexus finished getting beat on like a drum, we'll be back. I'll be back. She'll be back. Because let me tell you something. This chemistry
You're
here.
so inspiring. I want to sing too, but I'm so shy.
All right, back to the story. If I get off, my answer said if I get off the story one more time, they're going to slap me in my throat. So I don't want that. So anyway, the man that I was telling, when she said something about, I said he's a beautiful person. And she's like, oh yeah, no, I know he's a beautiful person. Even though she said he's beneath her. Beneath her.
Well, does she mean like on the pay scale, like she's his boss or something?
Basically. But I just thought that was just
That's not something you say. I'm not saying
in front of their face.
Yeah, exactly. First of all, you don't say that, but
So I said, you know, and I speak with no judgment. This is healing purposes. We need to set our intention. When we're here, it's for healing and informational, informative purpose. Universal love, light, all that type of language is going to be here. And we like the 420, so that's a beautiful thing. But at the same time, I want to get back to the story because my ancestors keep telling me this is the last time. Okay. So the man that she was speaking of, he had came to me the night prior to that conversation and walked up on me while I was getting ready to go back inside around the full moon, right? And he was talking to me, and I said, oh yes, I like your pumas. You know, I said, I like pumas too, you know? And we just was having a conversation. He was like, well, you know, I just want to let you know, room 208 is fire. Room 208 is lit. That's where you should move to. Room 208. He said, talk to the manager, and she'll upgrade you. And when I called her, she said it would be $50 just to upgrade. And I had that. I was like, okay, I'm going to pay for that. That's for a whole week. Never know what can happen in that time. That's how I had my faith up. That was my thought. And then when I called, the manager that the girl was speaking of that got on the phone, and she was like, oh, she never does that. I spoke with her the following day after speaking to that young man. And she told me she would hold the room and she would have to wait for Crystal to come in because only Crystal could make that call. That's what she said. So they were already beefing amongst each other before I even got there, because Crystal done vented to me everything she needed to tell me about the other lady. I don't remember her name. I know she was tall and she had like brown, I think it was brown hair. Just had weird eyes. But that's how it all started. Me just asking for a room that didn't have roaches in it. You know? So, you know.
Maybe she took offense to that or something, you think? Maybe she was like, I don't know. I don't know. She was obviously going through something that was not about you at all.
Yeah, no.
And now they're basically holding your money hostage.
I finally just got it back not too long ago, so I was glad, but it's been going into more hotel fees. And I said, Most High, please, I want and need you to bless me with a new home, because I like to have my peace. Gotta have peace.
So what's your ideal living situation?
Right now?
I live in my van.
right now, I live in this hotel, and by tomorrow at 11 a.m., I won't be in. Well, I'm not gonna say I won't be in here because I don't know where I'll be, but I don't know what's gonna be for tomorrow. So that's what I'm gonna say about that, because I'm not striving to jinx anything. Because Most High says stay optimistic, and I gotta remain faithful and trust, and already know it's already done, and I'm grateful. But like I said, any attorneys out there that would like to represent me, we gotta get paid. Mucho dinero. Give us our money now. Money now, money now. I heard 2026 will be our amazing winning big season. So I'm excited about it.
We'll see. I don't know.
I'm excited.
What do you think about this government thing that's shutting down? Like, I'm just kind of hoping that.
How many times has it done that?
I live in a fucking fairy tale or some kind of simulation or something. Because I could have sworn at the beginning of the year, some particular president said that they were not going to tax us anymore on our income tax. And yet, I have paid more in taxes this year than I have to show for, you know what I mean? Like, they've taken more money out than I actually physically have right now. Hundreds, maybe thousands, I don't know. And I'm like, if they could just get rid of that, that would, I think, benefit the people. Like, I don't think we need to tax anymore. Like, I think we're good. I think we can all just get all of our money and then just choose how to maybe gain some financial literacy and learn how to, like, you know, invest and shit.
Yeah, that is because I definitely like to learn how to invest, because I like to see my money return to me.
I would love to learn how to do that.
I miss shopping at Ross's.
Ahead.
I ain't gonna hold you. I miss buying me and my kids clothes. I miss shopping at Ross's and just having a good time and having, you know, just having good food to eat in the house. Going out, yeah.
Having a drink,
I miss that. I want my life back.
That was like
I want to
2019.
live.
I'm gonna say like 2020, 2019, maybe 2021 was the last time I was able to, like.
You know how much money around that time that we spent? I'm just thinking.
On bullshit, right?
Not on bullshit.
Oh my God.
It was
I
me.
can't show for right now.
Me. Well, okay, we can say that.
Okay.
You said it in your way.
Okay. How about I smoked a lot of it? How about that?
Well, you know what? That's okay too. It was a stressful year for all of us. And I know I had my partake of my wine and my beautiful flower that I love. I'm grateful for. Thank you, Mother and Father, for growing that beautiful peace flower.
From the earth.
From the earth, baby.
But no, man, I pissed a lot of that money away when I was thinking that, you know. Well, first of all, I don't really believe in money. Okay, just like how we were saying, like
currency.
Death isn't real. Currency is a thing.
Yeah.
But the value, it's just, I don't think it's real. Like, money comes and goes.
It's illusion.
Yeah. So I don't attach that much value to money.
I like that.
And
I think that's why I was just always
give it away. I spend it. Like, I'm never gonna get it, or I'm gonna get it again. It doesn't matter.
You seen the guy like that.
It's energy, I feel.
But you seen how, like, the guy that was in there. Most High told me to buy him breakfast.
While you're living in a hotel. And,
yeah, Most High told me to, and I did it because Most High says, remember when you didn't have food, and you went in there. Exactly. Somebody bought yours. We have to learn how to consistently pay it forward. He said, because the ones that's not trying to get on board with that notion of paying it forward and unity consciousness, he says, why you got me saying this? He said, say what the fuck I said. All right, Daddy. He's the boss. But what's being said right now is, if you do not do righteous things with wealth, all of that wealth that you had, that they gifted you with, they said they know how to change the numbers and reverse it. And y'all won't be able to touch our money no more, because now the currency of our wealth has just transferred to us now. Ooh. Judgment.
That's a word.
And that is what they said. And they said, y'all better not touch my daughter for delivering this message, because they know y'all mad and y'all angry and y'all going to be pouting. He said, but some of us need to go on Netflix and watch Good Times. Hey, we lucky we got. I'm just saying.
I remember that. The art.
You know? I'm just saying. And I got to get my body back. So I do require a good attorney, because I think that we would do really good with what we need, you know. And thank you for my security team, in spirit and in the physical. I'm grateful for my entire security team. You guys
I think
are
like
so amazing.
Wealth and abundance is like it's like a frequency you sort of tap into, and that's why like I could be, you know, hungry today or something, or not have everything that I want right now today, but I know that I will have it when I need it. I have like extreme amount of faith, probably a delusional amount of faith.
They used to call me crazy. you crazy.
They're like, how did you drive across the country by yourself? Like,
why are you talking to the ancestor? Why is spirit talking? What? And they.
I just feel it. I just gotta go. I just gotta go here.
And it probably was for this moment.
So I told you I was driving into the darkness on the way here and stuff, and like this whole time I was like, I gotta. There's something that I know I've talked about this before, but there's something that I have to address. A shadow, some kind of, you know, dark night of the soul or whatever they're calling it, some kind of, you know, shadow that I have to address. And I was like driving straight into the darkness from Georgia. Like it was all sunsets and it was a full moon. The weekend I drove here, August 13th. And the whole time I was in Sedona, and I immediately felt like, just like, well, you also said there's like basically spiritual warfare going on, like, and then
that whole
just, like,
area.
the weight.
I know they don't want to hear it. And I didn't mean to cut you off, beautiful.
Ahead.
But I don't think they realize that whole area is under judgment for some reason.
And when you said that,
and that's what my ancestor says. So I don't have to.
I had to like. Yeah. When I was leaving Sedona, I didn't even like. I was looking in my rearview mirror at it, and like when you said that, it just sort of reminded me of that feeling like I'm leaving behind something. Okay. Now this could
close
be
that door. Close that door.
My hippy dippy woo woo brain talking right now. Okay, is what I like to call it. This could be my hippy dippy woo woo brain, but you have the most beautiful place as far as I've seen in America, right there in the middle of the desert, Sedona. You got, you know, like 100 miles north is Flagstaff. It's like freezing, relatively, and then you have 100 miles south is Phoenix, which is like basically on fire. And then right in the middle, in between, and then right off in a little distance, you have the Grand Canyon, which I don't know if you've heard. There's a bunch of theories that I've been getting in my algorithms lately about how it's like
it's popping over there.
It's some
Nature's popping.
Like ancient Egypt type things.
Yeah, I know.
Tombs, artifacts, old bodies, giants and stuff, like all kinds of space, alien shit. All kinds of stuff popping over at the Grand Canyon, which is just basically overlooking like this like trilogy of this, just like a big energy. Arizona's like, yo, low-key, Arizona has woke me up to like how fascinating it's like. It's a weird experience.
Yeah. It's like I feel I don't know, like it's almost like what I'm getting now is like that Dorothy from the Woods experience. Or if you ever seen the movie Wicked.
I haven't seen Wicked.
It had a really good message on it.
Okay.
But they was basically,
we don't like Ariana Grande. Sorry.
They was basically trying to use they was trying to make a fool of the black girl, the melanated girl.
Or
she wasn't an evil witch though.
Wait, the green face.
Yeah, she wasn't an evil witch though.
But
they made it. They wanted to monsterize.
That's what it is. No, that's what the story is.
They wanted to monsterize the.
No, it wasn't because she was black.
You know,
that's
what
why
do you
I
think
was so
about
against not seeing it, because the original story of the Wizard of Oz, the Wicked Witch was green face. Yeah. She didn't have black or white. Everyone saw her as green. Mm-hmm. So the fact that they put a black woman to play a green witch and then say, "Why are you calling me evil? It's because I'm black." No, it's because you're green. Mm. That's it. It's because that's the story. That's the story. It had nothing to do with that.
I didn't even think of it. Listen,
they try and push these, and especially these movies, they try and push these narratives and stuff. Same thing what they did with The Little Mermaid. And I saw The Little Mermaid in theaters. Actually, I went and saw The Little Mermaid, the one with, was it not Halle Berry? The other girl. The girl from, she was from Wakanda, right? Was she from Wakanda?
I forget. Please don't have me lying on these.
The girl that played The Little Mermaid, you know, she was a black girl. And I saw that in theaters. And the story had nothing to do with the color of Ariel's skin. The story was she had a voice, she gave it up for love. She had to get it back, make him fall in love with her. That's the story, and they did the story.
And she had to get her confidence in her sea legs.
And she had to do all that.
She had to get her confidence
back. She had to have her whole, like, that was the Little Mermaid story. It had nothing to do if she was black or white. So when people were, like, tripping about that, I was like, that's, I think you're racist.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
I'm listening. You know?
I'm listening. Because you know what? You have expanded my mind on something that I didn't even think about. Because, let me see if it's in here. I hope it's in here. I didn't lose it.
That's why I was against seeing the Wicked movie. Not only because I'm also not a big Ariana Grande fan.
Yeah.
But because
friend of mine
I've heard of everyone
told me
using the
about
racist thing, and I was like, Wizard of Oz was never about race at all. And if you made it about race, you're just trying to push something out on us.
Oh,
it's okay.
Let me go tinkle real quick.
It's okay.
I'm gonna take a tinkle break, and I'm gonna let her get her talk on. I still hear y'all though.
Oh,
keep going.
I guess we can.
Keep
going.
Keep going.
But yeah, that's my theory. Ash she likes to follow people to the bathroom.
Don't worry. You can look, baby. You know what girls is.
Well, anyway, this will be I'm going to plug a little bit of my stuff. If y'all are, thank you all for listening. If you're listening, this is the video version. Thanks for watching as well. We're on YouTube. If you're not following me and you're hearing this from one of my other social media accounts, go ahead and follow me. Chandie Speaks, CHANDIESPEAKS, Chandie Speaks. I'm on YouTube, TikTok, Spotify, Threads, Facebook. I'm pretty much everywhere. But yeah, I was gonna make this probably the next episode, but since we're here now and this is the present, I did not mention in my last episode, which was uploaded today. Today is Wednesday the 22nd, so this episode will be for Wednesday the 29th, right before Halloween. And as of right now, I'm basically rounding my first 48 hours here in Phoenix. I haven't told my people yet, but if you can pick up that I've relocated to Phoenix because, you know, just prickly energy that I've been feeling. For lack of a better term, I've been feeling prickly energy in Sedona, and I remember not trying to be too specific. I wanted to sort of generalize like my work situation because I didn't want to give them any credit or any extra energy. Mm-hmm. But long story short, I quit my job.
I did too.
I quit my job. I told him on Sunday that today is my last day of working. I waited till like the end of my shift and to tell them because I just didn't want them to, you know, give me too much. I'm not great with goodbyes sometimes or stuff
and
like
confrontation
that.
and all that.
It was time to go, and I just wanted to enjoy my last day of work. It took everything in me to go into work. See, what had happened was I was supposed to get paid on Friday. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. I was supposed to get paid on Friday, and I didn't get paid until Monday because there was some kind of investigation going on with my bank. I don't fucking know. But really, it took everything in me to go into work this past weekend, knowing that, you know, I was already planning on coming to Phoenix to look for more opportunity and just get away from that energy. But yeah, I worked the whole weekend without getting paid, and no one asked me anything about it. That's the part that kind of
pissed you off.
You know, like it's the like you could have at least asked me about it.
It's
no
the
one
principalities.
So I called up my boss. I'm not saying any names. I don't really want to give them this establishment. Highly do not recommend. But and I called her up and I was like, yeah, and I pressed record. I'm like, by the way, this phone call is being recorded. It was like, this phone call is being recorded.
Being your own customer service rep.
Just want to let you know, I have not been, this call is being recorded. I have not received my payment, so I'm going to need my money right now. Like, long story short. And she came immediately and she paid it in cash. Got all my money in cash. But I had to pay bills online, so I had to like Zelle it to someone and get it was a whole big thing. I'm like, good riddance. I was looking in my rearview mirror. I'm like, good riddance.
Did it feel like a weight of all that energy?
Good.
Just
I didn't
look,
feel bad. Like,
did it just make you just go like this? Thank you.
I'm like, come on now.
Thank you.
I can't be around. And I think that. Girlfriend. I know we're talking about this because I've definitely bitched about it to myself.
Girlfriend, are you? Did you how many times you heard Mama tell this story?
I know.
She says stop.
One more thing, okay. I think it was also a part of my work. that I have to do because now here I am in Phoenix and I can't help but think like, am I running away from my problems? Like, am I being divinely guided here, or am I just like, avoiding what I need to be addressing?
That's a wonderful question to ask yourself, because now you have me asking myself that same question.
And I have to, right?
And the question was yes.
Yes.
I mean, the answer was yes.
Answer is yes.
You're running too much.
Yeah.
That song "Runaway Love" by Mary J. Blige.
Ashes.
Runaway love.
Oh, that's a throwback. What?
You know, I am an MJB fan. I will fan her flame. You know why? Because she's been my gospel Bible since I was fresh into high school. So it's no worshiping.
Like her anymore.
It's no idol worshiping. It is giving respect for another amazing. If she want to call herself a diva, I don't know what you want to call yourself anymore, Mary. But listen.
Whatever happened to her? So I do have this segment on my show called "Songs That Hit Different." Now that I'm an adult.
I love music.
I actually haven't done this. I keep forgetting to do it because I've been forgetting to write down songs. But for example, one that I did before was what's that? Okay, you won't know this song. It's by Christina Aguilera and Little Kim.
I might. Is that 𝙑𝗵𝗶𝗀𝗀 song that
That's a different one. That's when they get together too.
Mama line.
But it was the one where like can't hold us down.
Shout out to Miss Patty.
They were talking about how girls can like girls sleep with guys and they're a whore, and then when men sleep with.
Oh yeah, why they do that?
When I was a kid, I was like, this song sucks, okay? But it hits different.
When you awakened and you're aware now, and a lot of us are aware of our yoni power now, and we just be calling our power back.
It's different now, like that you either liked or loved as a kid, but you don't like or you love it now.
There really isn't. With me, because I was more of like growing up, I was more like into hip hop, like Eric B. and Rakim, make 'em clap to this. I was just into so much, and I liked so much music at that time. I didn't really have any too much color prejudice when it came down to music. It was just more of the frequency. So if I heard the frequency of it, I was just like, oh, that just makes me dance. And I was just, we innocent when we kids, and we just be dancing to the innocence.
But just when you just get older and you just mature and you like,
oh,
what
man.
was that saying?
The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill album.
Girl, that album.
It hits, and Healing Light to
it hits
D'Angelo.
Different now? I like more.
Healing Light. When I say it hits different, I mean in a good way.
Hey, this is actually my first podcast since I found out D'Angelo passed away.
Healing Light to him and Angie.
R.I.P. bro.
Oh gosh, makes me.
Oh my goodness.
Someone's trying to play with my eyes. Get up out of here. But yeah, oh man, them artists. Whew. But I used to listen to Prince, Michael Jackson, Atlantic Starr, Kool and the Gang, Earth, Wind and Fire. Do I remember all the songs like most people do? No. And I think sometimes when people do their interviews, they don't be remembering either. They have to do the research first and remember that script.
I remember all my shit.
But I used to. But I've been through a lot of trauma though.
Yeah.
So my head went through a lot. So it's almost like a boxer, But still at the same time, I think the way my guys be saying it, they don't want me to remember all the bad things. They want me to remember all the good things and all the good memories now. And if I'm going to share the bad moments, it's to help somebody know that if I got through it, then I know you can get through it.
Right. And
just keep empowering ourselves and each other, and not taking the plug and keep trying to take or trying to, come on, we gotta stop doing that.
Yeah.
And be just abundant, amazing gratefulness and love and full of faith and putting out good energy. Helping y'all feel happy, safe, stable, and secure. Confident in everything that you are. I freestyled that, by the way. That was me.
You've been freestyling a lot.
Listen, I'm waiting for her to chime in. That's why I'm low key poking the bear.
Aww.
Trying to see what she gonna put out. Cause I know she gonna surprise me with some diggable Lexington. And she gonna come with some whole different probably language. Cause sometimes my late language comes out and y'all won't understand that language, but you'll feel the frequency. Cause they ready to show out already, and I'm just not repeating what they saying right now. And my tongue is going like this because they trying to make me say it. That's when you know you're in tune with yourself, that tongue chakra. Mm-hmm. So that's why I strive to be mindful and respectful of how I say things, but I say, I hear that song Beyonce, I'm a grown woman, do whatever I want. Now, this is not idol worshiping. This is respecting the music.
Ooh, what do I think about Beyonce?
I know she had, listen,
Okay.
no judgment.
Here's my thing about Beyonce. She's a Virgo.
Yes.
She's a Virgo. She's a strong Virgo. On the artist side, I can't even really look at her on the artist side without also looking at her her spiritual side, which I don't know. It influences her music a lot. I can see that her spirituality influences her music, and I don't know all about what her spiritual path is, but sometimes I feel like it's gotta be not the same Most High God that I'm looking at. I'm being trying to be careful with my words as well.
I'm hearing you.
Because
no judgment.
I can honestly say that I actually like Beyonce's music, but there's also a side of me that knows that I'm supposed to like her music, and that part doesn't really.
But we don't have to agree with all the music.
It doesn't feel like free will to me. I feel like there's certain like chords and shit and percussion, all things that they put together, and frequencies. What do they call it? Harmonic resonance or whatever. That like it makes you feel a certain way, and when I feel a certain way when I listen to Beyonce, it doesn't feel pure. It feels like I don't know how to, not I don't think pure is the word. I feel like it's like I'm just like almost a slave to it almost. I don't. Does that?
Do you think it's maybe no? Because I'm just asking. Okay. Just ask for a friend. Do you think it's maybe because she belongs to a label? Because I know they say if most artists still belong. I'm not sure if that's true. I should do my research service before I say that.
Yourself?
Oh shoot! I forgot to put them. Look, I'm just talking.
So I'm like, you sound kind of.
I'm a. Hello.
You can hear yourself.
Okay. I can hear myself now. Okay, here we go. But I think that I'm not sure if she's still on a label or not. But I know sometimes, from what I've been told, is that sometimes it can kind of put their frequencies in with your frequency as long as you're on it. I don't know how true that is.
Okay, so I feel like mostly everyone, and we're gonna get into some hippy dippy woo woo shit.
Listen, let's get to the hippy dippy woo woo shit.
Who is rather, it's mostly I would say if they're on a label or if they're just extremely famous or extremely rich and famous, then I feel like at one point in their life that it was pure, that maybe they had the best intentions and of God and light and stuff, but somewhere along the line they had to make a choice. Like, we're all human beings. We all have to come across these, adversities and shit like that to get ourselves to the next level. And I feel like they're human too. So they were also given a choice, and it was tempting their lust, their greed, pick one, like, and so a lot of them went with it, and that's why a lot of them are still relevant right now. Beyonce is no exception to the rule, even though she's very talented and very, beautiful and wealthy and smart and all this other stuff. It's not the Beyonce that God knew, or God, that we all initially knew. And in my opinion.
And may I share?
Go ahead.
How I think about it like this, and the way my guides are bringing it through to me, they're saying there's a lot of things bigger than our thoughts and perceptions that we have here on Earth. And there's a lot of different galactic beings that like to connect with star seeds, star beings that are destined to be stars. And sometimes it's not always going to be liked by everyone.
But when most people are in tune with their gods, they've been raised to be in tune with their ancestors and their gods and stuff like that, when they've been raised that way, then that is just their destiny and their purpose. And at the same time, we don't know what they do silently for other people. Because I know most people like myself, I like to do things when nobody knows about it. But but I couldn't help, like even like for today with the guy at the Waffle House, and I met him last night. He's a very nice person. You know, at least that's what I like to think about people. But I also know that they have his dark side. But I asked my spirit team to handle that, so I'm not walking in fear. That part. But when I went into the Waffle House, you know, when Most High was like, you got to pay it forward now. I heard that and I paid it forward because someone brought me a meal in there when I didn't have anywhere to go.
Hold on, just check my battery real quick.
We all right? We got a plug up?
I do have a plug up. It says we got 40 minutes left.
Okay, well, we got a little bit more
It's
time.
also recording, so it might drop faster. 13% left. I'll plug it in at 10%.
Okay, we're gonna do it at 10%. She said, so we good. We got a few percentages. But
No, but I see what you mean, and thank you for actually like giving me that, because I
'cause
really
they
don't
have-
want to
have a-
believe that, you know.
they had one more thing to say. I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead,
I
go ahead.
apologize. I'm so sorry for cutting my baby
No,
up, but
it's okay.
the people keep trying that because I'll forget if they don't tell me, if I don't hear it. But what they're saying is that
Do you keep hearing that? A door open, or is that just me?
I thought that was 𝙁𝗵𝗶𝘀 for a second.
Okay.
But if doors are open, may they open abundantly with
Okay.
abundant good joy and
Okay.
good luck and good juju and good energy for us all that is wishing us well.
Okay.
All others, the answer said, y'all better stop that shit. That's what they said. Now, what they were saying to me, for every star, each person has a certain spiritual obligation in every country. So in every country, they take on a persona of the ancestors of every country that they have to travel to with their physical body. So most people won't understand that because they're not really into that energy work or the universal law, because a lot of people are walking around with boxes on their head. And instead of it just being, I think, outside the box and around the circle and dance around the triangle. And the way I think, most people will get tired. Some people who are not in tune, who don't enjoy hearing me speak, they'll get annoyed. You know? But the people who enjoy hearing what I hear, not even just me, because I can't take credit, I'm just a vessel. But when my ancestors and my guides, the highest energy and the purest light, the highest authority from the east, west, north, and south, they show off. Please forgive me, they're making me say this. Are present with me. Then they said we show up with righteous peace and authority. They said, think of me as something like a Superwoman, Wonder Woman, Spider-Man, Black Panther, other things that y'all can't know about, type of energy. Glowing with sunflowers and diamonds in my body from the inside out. Gold. But they said that's what happens when the vessel is chosen. Then they like to show off. And they said, we don't give, do you mind if I say the F word?
ahead.
They said they don't give a fuck how the fuck you feel. They said, eat our motherfucking cookies and you will enjoy them well.
I
Ooh,
will say that
that
I
was
enjoy,
𝘁𝗵𝗏 energy.
I enjoy Beyonce.
Wait, I just heard who that was.
Okay, I just moved.
That was 𝘁𝗵𝗏.
The door?
No, that's what she just said.
Oh, that's what you just said.
I tell you, when they channel through me, then they'll leave their name sometimes because they want to show the fuck off. She said, 𝘁𝗵𝗏. She told me to say her name.
Beyonce is really good. I'll end it with she's really good at showing off.
Yeah.
Good for her.
But you know
But
what's
I have to be mindful when I listen to her or any other people. Like, I do feel like a cleansing is required before and after when I listen to any of those artists.
Clearing the energy, you know what I do?
Or not attaching myself to any of whatever.
No judgment.
Yeah.
No judgment. No, that's when I listen and observe, because I like to listen to more instrumentals now. You know, binaural beats, I enjoy that. It just keeps me calm and I'm just able to relax a little bit. But when I started, I'm just finding out this information about the stars, by the way. Y'all just getting this just as I'm getting it, because I didn't even know that shit. And I was like, oh, okay. But I wouldn't have figured that out. Our guides didn't come together to put this out there. Because when we really think about it, they want us to break it down like this. Every time a star enters an establishment to generate money, they're generating money for the people that work there from the bottom to the top, not just themselves. They said that's the difference between
regular people and stars that are chosen to be a good service. He says, so just think of like if you go to a hotel and that waiter's there working that night, and depending on who came to see her show, got a whole bunch of tips now, he can go home and feed his family a little bit better for that time. They said to think about it like that, of how expansive all of our energy is when we utilize it with good intention, or when we're doing what we're passionate about and what we love and enjoy doing. We automatically become beacons of light, like a lighthouse for other people, may it be knowingly or unknowingly. And like she stated, we're here having a human experience with souls in our bodies, and some of us have many souls because some of us are chosen to do different things that most people could never phantom doing. So sometimes they said, think bigger, think upper, higher, within, because everything that we really want and need to know is already in there.
I think that's the message I get more of anything. It's just like, think bigger. Nope, that's not good enough. Nope, that's not good enough. Because, yeah, I get complacent. I'm like, okay, well, this is good enough for me. And
Yeah.
I'm like, well,
I'm just simple now. I remember when I used to like to shop in Macy's, you know, because my grandmother raised me like that. Either she would order my clothes or shop in Macy's. And I started doing that with my children, you know, but then sometimes they forget, sometimes they forget all the money. I said, man, if I could just felt like Medea and angry. Do you ever seen 𝙬𝙬𝙀𝘵𝗵𝗶𝘀
a long time ago, I kind of had to boycott.
She was, but, I want to hear that boycott story. I want to hear it.
Sorry.
But the part that was funny to me, before she boycotted it, listen, I ain't judging my sister. I get it.
I have to actually remember why, because I remember, I'm like, hold on, do we like Tyler Perry? Do we like Tyler Perry? There was an incident that was involving the assault of Chris Rock, I believe, with Will Smith and Chris Rock, and something with Tyler Perry, Dave Chappelle, Denzel Washington is coming to my head for some reason, and I don't know, something about the three of them. I forget actually if we liked Tyler Perry or not. I forget.
I don't know what happened, because I don't really be in everybody's business like that.
I know.
And sometimes people will bring it to me, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know that.
And now that I'm saying it out loud, that was also,
But I was aware of the slapping.
I think that was just another psychological operation that they put on the American people or the world to help us all to feel a certain way, to act a certain way, to push whatever agenda. So I don't know. I can't really say like anything that I see on TV is actually happening, or if it's just a show.
I got the message.
Okay.
You ready to hear it? Because I get it when you give your download, and then the guy to come in the black man say what the fuck needs to be said. They said that incident between Will Smith and Chris Rock, it was an example for no melanated man should be making fun of or disrespecting another melanated woman. And they expect for some melanated men to protect the women because they don't know their story. And if you know they've never been protected before, then
I know that
most
part,
want to
but
step
the other
up.
part is also saying,
but
you
it
have
wasn't right.
To assault another person regardless of their
Yeah,
skin
it
color.
wasn't right. But I was just,
I know.
just
Yeah,
saying what they were saying.
that's what I'm saying. I'm on both sides.
I think we should. I think if anything, and please forgive me for all parties involved, but the way we are now as adults, I just be like, I would rather have a calm conversation. Like as you noticed, the video that she shared, I'm not here to be arguing. The only people that can really get me to start bucking like that is my kids. Those are the only people.
Well, I want my mind to be changed. I'm always ready to have a good, healthy.
I like that though.
Change my mind, please, because I go off a feeling, and sometimes even if you bring me facts, I'll be like, nope, it still don't feel right.
But that's okay though, because we can agree to disagree and still love one another and still be able to say, you know what, she has her thoughts, I have my thoughts, we have our thoughts, and it just bounces.
Really, I shouldn't even be paying attention to other people's life like that.
It's okay.
Somebody
has to bring the news.
None of my business.
Somebody gotta bring
But
the
before
news.
any of that, I think I remember having a feeling of Tyler Perry, of being very pro-black. So I've supported him for that. I don't. I remember watching some of his movies, not all of them. As far as I know, he's never sexually assaulted anyone. So
My God, I said I hope not.
as far as I know, he's not an evil, like don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
As far as I don't know.
I feel like it's really hard to talk about someone if I haven't met them
exactly.
and had an experience. Because usually if somebody tell me something about somebody, I'd rather have my own experience with that person, because my energy may pop off a little bit different than yours, and yours might do the same thing. But my thing is...
I don't think you've ever sexually assaulted. I can just tell by your energy.
No.
Like, nope, you're fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. It's so far away, and then like...
And we got to charge this up because we got a lot of shit to talk about.
What we're seeing is, oh my God, 1% remaining. Let me pause this.
Are we going to have to get some snacks? Oh, yeah. We got some good rose energy going on now, clearing out the energy a little bit. You know? Keep the baby. Is it lit? I'll put it out too.
So yes, final thoughts. We can give some final thoughts on here.
I know we was all over the place.
We all over the place, though.
Been around the world tonight.
Girl, we gonna get me singing one of these days.
I'm waiting. Listen.
Trying to get me to sing.
You see, they keep messing with her. They gonna sing. They gonna sing. Oh, baby. Okay.
Yeah,
it's 5:29. Yeah? Well, listen. I think it's amazing.
I'm so happy we're here.
Listen. I'm so very happy to be here.
I say that every time I get off a plane. That's Coming to America.
Coming to America. That's my favorite movie.
America.
That's my favorite movie.
Hey,
Eddie, Mr. Murphy.
Like, good morning, neighbors.
I even like the last one that came out, the most recent one.
The Coming to America 2.
Yeah.
That's actually low-key was really good.
I thought it was amazing.
I think it was good.
I like the way the mother and women come together, and the fathers had to go get their bastard children and take care of them.
Did James Earl Jones pass away?
Is he transitioning yet? Healing light.
Is that Mandela effect?
Peace, healing the light. Peace, healing the light.
James Earl Jones.
Did he say yes? I am. Oh gosh.
Mufasa passed away, bro. Mufasa. Or they Mandela infected us. One of the two. Mufasa passed away a few reasons. Darth Vader? Yes, because I remember all the memes.
Healing light.
Rest his soul. 2024. That was last year.
I am your father.
September 9th. God rest his soul.
And he had that powerful voice.
Such a good voice. Ooh. Mufasa.
Simba.
God
and
rest
I
his
just
soul.
can't wait to be king.
James Earl Jones, man.
Listen, we have so many amazing ones. Oh God, I hear Eartha Kitt.
Did she go do?
Eartha. Listen, Eartha was my girl in Batman back in the day. Eartha Kitt, Healing Light. She said, "Make it rain, bitch." I don't know what that means, but hey, if she's talking to me, I'm gonna make it.
Was she the voice in? No, forgive me, I'm not trying to disrespect her, but was she also the voice in The Emperor's New Groove? That's right.
That was my favorite movie.
I
Squeak,
love
squeakity, squeak, squeak, squeaking.
Pull the lever, crunk. I love that movie. It was like ahead of its time.
Oh my God.
It was so funny for like a kid's movie.
Sis, I watched that. I think, I'm not going to hold you
Pull
up.
the lever.
I think I bought a lot of those movies for myself.
Right.
But I enjoyed them with my children. I still like Toy Story. I still like Shrek.
I can't watch any Toy Story without crying. If you've never cried, okay.
You got a friend in me.
Okay. Every Toy Story, even the fourth one, which wasn't as good as the first three, every single Toy Story brought tears to my eyes.
You got a friend in me.
In some way.
Nothing but death can keep me from her.
Oh my. Wait, that's the same movie? That's a different movie.
That's Color Purple.
You're going all over the place.
Yeah, we just dancing.
Color Purple. Okay, I got facts about Color Purple too. So you saw the movie Color Purple, right?
Yeah.
This is for all the non-melanated people who might want to just. This ain't for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I might just want to just check it out.
Whatever.
Observe it.
It's
you
for
know.
everybody. But
study.
Not many people who are non-melanated know about the Color Purple, right? It was directed by Oprah. I think it was written or
Peace, Healing Light to
it was
Ms.
a
Winfrey.
book. So I saw the movie before I read the book. Now, have you ever read the book, The Color Purple?
I did, but it's very explicit. It's more explicit. I wasn't expecting for the book to, and I don't remember all the words, but I could not get through
like the first couple chapters because it was incredibly explicit.
And
like,
then I was like, what, Shug and freaking,
What is
they
going-
was what?
it was so vulgar.
Why'd they
and
leave
just,
that
like,
out?
Oh my god! And I don't even want to give it away. Like, if you know how bad it was in the movie The Color Purple, then just picture that times like 1,000, like 100,000, because it was like incredible.
Was I traumatized about that? I don't know.
I'm like, I think the words are more
I
traumatizing than
know.
the visual, because I'm like, I have to read this and it's etched in my brain now.
Oh my God, I think that's why nowadays I really don't read as many books as I used to, because I'm already a book, if that makes sense to anybody.
You're already a book.
I'm already a book. I hear several books.
Mm.
Verbal books.
Audiobooks.
There you go. They said we ain't writing shit, we talking it out. My ancestors in control. I'm just the best for being grateful.
They watered down that movie is all I'm saying. I love that movie, but they definitely watered
Because
it
I think,
down.
if I'm not mistaken, who was in Steven Spielberg,
Was it
Healing
Steven
Light?
Spielberg? Wait.
Excuse me for all the clanking, y'all. If y'all hearing it, because I'm not able to hear what y'all hear on the other end, so please forgive me. This ice water just so refreshing.
Did you say Steven Spielberg died?
Yeah.
He's still alive.
Would you like a piece of banana? Because we've been
He's
talking.
gonna live forever, and you know why he's gonna live forever?
E.T. phone home. Out.
It might be a little too dark for you.
Elliot.
He's still alive. He's evil, I think, but bless his accomplishments. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I say this. Thank you for protecting us, Spirit Team. Thank you for protecting us from all the evil.
It's a
Keep
personal
us
choice.
delivered from that.
I also think it's a personal choice. I am protected, but I'm also choosing to be protected as well.
Yeah.
Some people put themselves in like.
Oh, and this is what I want to share with you, and I want to share this with her in person, because we never know nowadays. But Most High said that sometimes we never know the reason why someone comes into your life is to protect you from some really dark-ish. And when you went to the bathroom, Most High said, I don't think you understand that she protected you from some really dark-ish.
I did? Me?
And I don't know why they're saying that.
Oh, that guy at the Waffle House. Really?
That's what they said.
I had weird. He had some Scooby-Doo pants on, right?
Yeah. But it's, I know people get attached and want to, keep my energy for themselves and stuff like that. And he was having kind gestures, and, he gave me a flower.
Honestly, the way that y'all were talking before you came over, I thought that y'all knew each other.
No,
he
he walked up on me last night.
engaged. He was very engaged. And I was like, oh, they must know each other. That's cool.
No, I wasn't going to be responsible for his engagement.
Yeah.
I was just being of good service the way the Most High wanted me to be, and I already told him I was married. So, he don't know who I'm married to, but I told him I was married, and I didn't lie. You know what I mean? But at the same time, sometimes we can't help what other men think. But the moment he said to me when I was in there, so who was that guy you was talking to? That's a red flag for me.
Wait, he asked you?
This AM, because this morning when I came out, and I seen him, this fella, he was following me. It's weird. I don't know. Listen, I just know I'm protected. But there was a guy that came out. He had locks. I'm getting ready to burp, y'all. I know your energy clearing. He was wearing locks, and before he came out, after I finished doing my walk and doing my smoke, and I came and these hiccups. They don't want me to get this message out. It's coming out. Get out of my energy, because y'all don't want the story to be told. It's coming out. So, as I was saying before, certain things tried to rudely interrupt my throat chakra. That part. I went out for a walk, and when I came back through the other door, that same guy that she was talking about, we're going to call him Mr. Waffle House. Mr. Waffle House. Scooby-Doo. Mr. Scooby-Doo was out there, and when I seen him the night prior, he had on an indigenous shirt. It's like he was trying to purposely
What's an indigenous shirt look like?
They had
Poncho?
they had feathers on the shirt. It was a black shirt and he had feathers on it, and it's like he was trying to attract me, like them feathers, like peacocks be trying to attract. You know how peacocks be trying to attract what
like
they
a Native American, like a.
It was like a Native American shirt, and I was walking. And last night, and as I was coming to the door, he said something about, hey, sugar. I said, how you know my name? And then he said, wait a minute. He says, I'll be right there. Just wait a second. I was already smoking. I wasn't like I was waiting for him, but I was smoking a little bit, you know. And he had came up to me. He had this bag on him. And I was like, damn, I don't know. Something just feels sus.
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo is just feeling a little sus of it.
Was he
but
calling
I don't
you
want
Sugar
to.
as a
I don't
pet
know if
name
it was just a pet name that he just started to call me, but my response was, how you know my name? So something in me must know something that they don't want me to know, so I don't freak the fuck out. They said, yes, that part. Well, thank you for protecting me. They said it's already done. Okay. I don't know what's already done, but whatever it is done. But I know, like, when I went for my walk earlier a.m., then he just popped out like he was inside the hotel.
Maybe he's because every.
So I don't know if he's a protector or a healer of the
Waffle
place.
House has a because you have to think about that too.
Yeah.
I don't know. Every Waffle House has sort of these. I call them hobo crows.
And they come to protect the place.
And sometimes they're good, and sometimes they're not good. But usually, if they're not good, they usually get found out right away. I think she said something about someone had a fight last night in there. Did you hear that?
Yeah, it was saying something about somebody got beat up and got put in. I don't know either.
Because the thing is with Waffle House, I feel like Waffle House to me is like
that's the
news.
news.
It's a safe haven thing.
Yeah.
There's cameras all around the perimeter, all outside, inside. Yeah. You can't go anywhere around the Waffle House without being on camera. So usually, if people are lingering around there, if they're bad, they're gonna get found out pretty fucking quick. And if they're good, they're kind of
they safe.
They're just kind of there, just like, and they just kind of let you there if you just not on bullshit.
Yeah.
I slept there last night.
I wasn't. I mean, and you know what's so crazy? I went out late last night, and that was when I met.
I was gone by like 4 in the morning because I try and leave before first shift starts because I know the schedules and stuff. So I'm like,
and that's when I met the guy, but I'm not sure what his intentions were. He seemed sweet, you know what I mean? So I didn't have.
He's been there a couple days. He's probably just, you know.
And he was talking about how he was cleaning up the trash around, you know, like picking up, you know, cigarette butts. He was talking about cigarette butts on the ground.
It's like a gold mine. I was gonna say we used to have a hobo crow at one of my other Waffle Houses in Georgia.
I never heard that terminology before.
I called it. It's something I got in California from a different hobo.
I like it.
He's like, you guys just a bunch of hobo crows. But no one knows. You've never heard it, but you know what it means. Like when I say it, like it's just, you know, just hanging around. Like
it's almost like that energy. When I think about the Wiz.
The Wiz
with Diana Ross. The Wiz.
I have that movie on DVD.
That's my favorite.
That's my favorite Wizard of Oz version. Is the Wiz
because I could break that movie down.
Michael Jackson, God rest his soul. It's a damn shame what they did to Michael Jackson. I love that movie. Great movie.
But remember he had the Hobo crows around.
The Hobo crows, exactly.
That's why I mentioned the movie.
What do you say? Hold on.
And then Dorothy came with her little pretty ass dress and was like, come on, Nooka. You coming with me. You coming with me.
Oh my God. You can't win. You know that song? You can't break it.
You can't get out of the. You can win, child.
That was a banger movie.
We will survive all the games.
That's what I'm thinking too when I think of
I'm going to rewrite that song. You know better words? Because they was trying. We can win. We already won. I hear that song by Pastor Mike Jr. I'm gonna win. You gonna win. Everything around me winning. Everything around me's winning.
This is our musical episode, folks.
Yes, we are singing. Listen, whenever I'm on here, y'all gonna hear me sing because they like
natural,
singing.
I feel, because our body is an instrument. I feel like. I'm sorry. You want to hear some hippie woo?
Give me some hippie woo woo shit.
Like,
give me that hippie shit.
There's like, so your heartbeat is the drums, right? You know, and your voice is like the. That's really all I have. It's just your heartbeat.
The falsetto.
Is
that called the falsetto?
Your voice is just like
the chords.
Chords and.
Is that why sometimes I'm guided to do this?
Everything. If you like, I don't know, something like when you sing a song, you have to like feel it beat. You have to feel the beat. Literally, it sounds corny, in your heart, and then that's how you actually sing from your diaphragm, from your
that sounds about right.
Core, like Whitney Houston.
Oh,
like you can hear if you can hear the heart in her voice. She's singing. That's what she's singing.
I never asked for too much.
God rest her soul.
'Cause I never changed
from us,
all my colors for you. I don't wanna look. I might mess words up.
That's my
very
karaoke
much
shower
further.
song. That's my shower karaoke song.
I don't wanna have to go where you don't follow. I won't hold it back again.
God rest
This
her soul.
magic inside can't run from myself. There's nowhere to hide. I don't want to be too loud because you know I'm in the hotel room. But don't let me close one more door. I will never hurt anymore. Stay in my life if you dare. I will imagine you there. Don't walk away from me.
Serious right now.
Don't you dare walk away from me. She said, don't walk away from me.
Don't you dare walk away
Don't you
from me.
dare walk away from me.
She was singing from her heart, and you felt it.
Healing Light, Bobby
And
Christina.
it did something to you. How,
She said, thank you for singing for my mommy.
I swear,
Healing Light.
have you ever gotten that same feeling from, respectfully, from a Beyonce song? I'll wait. Name the song
Oh, man.
that struck that in you because you were singing from your pure God heart.
Halo. She does have one song,
Okay, Halo was a banger. Yeah.
Halo put me in tears.
Halo was a.
And if I was a boy.
I don't care about that one, but Halo was.
No, the reason why that song came out because at that time I was in a space where I was in a relationship. I was like, if I was this nigga, I would have done. I was in a space because I always. Once you hurt me, be careful with me.
No, actually, Halo actually made me cry. Like in my recently, I think this year I heard it sometime, and I was just like, damn, you know.
Halo.
Like I just. Yeah.
Halo.
She was probably. I'm stop talking shit about Beyonce.
No,
She
they,
was singing
they
from
want
her
better
heart.
relationships with us now. That's what I heard. Spirit said they want better relationships with us now, like us people. So the more that we speak positive, that's what. But they said, but the spirit team said, still speak your shit and speak your mind.
I want to love Beyonce because I believe that. I want to believe that she is
We gotta miss you,
an
bad
angel.
bitch.
I want to believe that she's sent to us.
Yeah,
But
the
then,
messenger.
Then there's
It's just the messenger, and sometimes people get when people have fear still in them. Like I watched a lot of horror movies growing up when I was a kid,
I never liked horror movies.
and not by choice all the time.
Girl,
but after a
no.
while, I just got immune to it. Like Nightmare on Elm Street, Michael Myers,
I never watched Chucky.
Evil
was
Dead.
my, like,
Listen,
uh,
they had me watching so much things when I was a child.
Chucky gave me nightmares. I could not no, I could not do it. You know what else gave me nightmares? And I don't know if you even remember this. It's an old movie, pre-Passion of the Christ, but it's a movie about Jesus Christ, about the
I
crucifixion.
think I did see it. I
It
cried
was
so
on
bad.
VHS. I not only cried, but it gave
I
me
was in
night
so much
terrors for
freaking
weeks,
bloody
forever.
tears.
I couldn't
Who the hell
sleep.
just said bloody through me? Yeah, I was in bloody tears.
Bloody tears,
I was in
darling.
bloody tears. Oh my goodness.
Right, like it tore me up. I was like a kid. I was like, why am I watching this? But we had it on VHS and we had to watch it, and I watched the whole fucking thing. And to this day, it's I have not seen the Passion of the Christ because
No, you don't want to see it because that Mel Gibson version one. Oh my God, that was ripping the meat off his back. Oh my God!
I didn't need to see it because that first one that I saw, the old one, was enough for me to be like, nope, this is nope. That gave me night terrors.
Look,
and that was before they had all the special effects and stuff, and all the I don't know. Okay.
I'm gonna tell you this. At this point in time in my life where I'm at, I just want to stay universally conscious with the cosmic, divine, most high, righteous, primordial mothers and fathers and aunties and uncles and nieces and nephews and everybody that's surrounding me right now from the east, west, north, and south, from the top to the bottom, because we have to honor both the top and the bottom, because there's things in the bottom that protect us too. There's things at the bottom that don't play about us, and they all they friends with them. Now, so we have to just let's chill. Oh, baby.
I have a 90 tonight. Oh, so do you want to go roller skating with me tonight?
Do I want to go roller skating? Oh my gosh.
Okay, can I keep it real with my people too? I'm calling it a social experiment. Not with you, but like with you it's cool. Like I would love to go with you, really. But I have a social experiment tonight that I met on Tinder. He's meeting me there for adult night skating. It's like 9 o'clock, 9:30. It's kind of a later thing. But I kind of just want to go skating and I've never been to this place before, so I'm okay with being alone. Yeah. But it was like for the adults, it's at night, and it's Phoenix, and I've never been to Phoenix. And he did ask me this social. I'm like, okay, we're just gonna go out. I told him I'm not looking for any relationship right now. I'm just looking to hang out.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this.
I don't believe men and women can be friends.
I think men and women can be friends.
Not without making it sexual.
If the mindset of the man and the boundaries are set and be like, listen, I like you as a friend.
Right at the beginning.
At the beginning.
Yeah.
I like you as a friend.
I told him right at the beginning. I've told my
and
viewers
if you're
before.
And if y'all are not looking for something serious. I have my person
for my sexual needs. Okay, he's aware of who he is. I have my person.
She has a person.
I don't need anything.
They trying to play with my person right now, but I had to pray for us this AM.
Like that, but I like being around masculine energy. I'm a woman. I'm not afraid to admit that. Mm-hmm. Like I like being around real masculine energy, not these like
protective that know they role.
Protective. So this is what I'm trying to see. Like how masculine is he going to be?
She want a hood.
I'm not looking for none of that.
Look, that's the song I hear in my head from Atlanta. Remember Atlanta played that. Not. Let me tell you something.
At this beautiful age, I'm
there
divorced.
are some really good ones that have hood tendencies that are reformed Hoodterians. And when I say reformed Hoodterians, I mean they're very intelligent, book smart, digitally smart, money smart, but they just detach themselves from the old past life that they used to do that was bad. Now they do good. Those are the ones that I like. The reformed Hoodterians.
Well, I think that's just masculine. That's just masculine energy that you like.
Protector.
That's what men do.
Look.
And like bad boy.
Bring that out.
We like bad boys over the nice guys because the bad boys generally display more masculine traits than the nice guys, like protectiveness and making decisions and logical and
that part.
Provider, the masculine traits. And usually the bad boys are, they have those traits. The nice guys, I've said this before, like women don't care if you're a nice guy if she doesn't find you attractive. Like if you're not masculine, if you're not.
You got to be inner and outer attractive to me because I don't care how good you look on the outside.
Exactly.
If I feel your soul.
I'm talking about looks. You ain't got to be buff. You ain't got to be none of that. But usually, the masculine men are buff.
But then I also like. But
usually.
then I do like alpha men. I do like them.
Alpha men usually, they, discipline. All these masculine traits. They take care of themselves. They, what is it? Competitive. Attractive masculine traits usually come on attractive men.
But I want a masculine alpha male who's not going to try to treat me like a military soldier.
See, I think, and we were just talking about this in my
I'm
last
already
episode.
strong.
I think for the right person, I don't want. First of all, I'm happily single, happily divorced. However, I feel like if the right masculine man comes around, then like I'll be submissive. I'll be completely.
I'll be
that's
like
what
a cat,
we're supposed to do. I'm supposed to be feminine. I'm supposed to be falling into like, but
that's how we are supposed to be. I understand what you're saying because I was like, I've been a hard rock for a long time. I've been big dog. Now I just want to be sweet little pussycat with dog tendencies. Loyal, genuine, authentic, can see through the bullshit. Because dogs, they can see everything. Cats is very protective. And I apologize.
No, I think we're all supposed to be like.
Can I get? You share the love.
We're all feminine. Like feminine, we're supposed to fall into that. I'm not. So anyway, I want to go skating with this guy who I don't know. Never met him. Found him on Tinder, and it'd be cool if you went there with me. Inviting you. I'm actually asking you out.
Well, thank you for inviting me out.
You can say no.
No, I am going to say no. Okay. But I'm going to tell you the reason for me saying no.
I'm sure.
I feel like when we first meet somebody, it should be like, me personally, somewhere out to eat.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because it gives you time to have that conversation.
They might have food there. I'm not sort of implying that it's a date with this guy.
Oh.
But I really just want to go skating.
And because I haven't skated in a while, I got to practice first. Because you ain't about to have me skating and bust my ass.
I haven't skated in a while.
My wrist still my wrist still healing from me taking care of somebody and I ain't get compensated. I didn't get compensated for that pain.
Well, yeah, that I'm doing that tonight, and the invitation is open.
Well, I appreciate, love you for the invitation.
I know I have to do it by myself.
Yeah, this is your journey, and I'm not striving to be.
I gotta go to this.
But
by the time this episode goes up, it'll already be said and done,
and it is going to be what it is. But I believe that we are protected. She's going to be protected on her journey, and I'll be protected on mine. Because I was going to I sometimes just like to go sit at the Waffle House and have me some coffee and just, or sometime I just go and just to the machine and grab me something just sitting here, depending on how I feel. After I have my smoke and I go back inside.
What are you getting into later tonight? Just doing that?
Myself and just thanking Most High for a place to live. You know, you got to pray for it before you know. So that's where I'm at with it, because who knows? But listen, I believe in miracles. I believe in miracles. That's what Whitney said. And then Mike said, ooh, yeah. Playing up there. They're playing up there. They're playing it. They said, yes, we are. Have you been out here? There's a mural that it's over there on Roosevelt and I think First Street. And it's a mural of Prince.
Really?
With these big, like, life-size, these artists did a great, amazing job.
Roosevelt and First.
I think it's on Roosevelt and First Avenue.
How far is that from
I think
here?
so.
Because I haven't really explored much of Phoenix.
Or you can Google Black Onyx Museum, because a sister friend of mine, she owns that. I haven't spoken to her in a while, but
It's in
she
Tempe?
owns. No, it's in Phoenix.
I thought Tempe was Phoenix.
I mean, is it? I don't know. Listen,
it?
I don't know. They confuse me. I just be calling out the places. I don't know if it's a. You know how, like, when you're from New York, you know if it's a borough or if it's not.
You sound like you're from the East Coast.
I am.
You're born on the East Coast?
Yeah, I was born on the East Coast. Between Queens and Long Island.
You were born in New York?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I wanted to be born in New York. I was conceived in New York. When I was younger, I thought...
Same thing. You was born.
I was conceived in New York.
You was born in New York. Look.
And I thought it was the coolest place. I still think it's the coolest place. If I was a millionaire, I would love to just have like a condo in fucking downtown Manhattan or something and just be one of those girls that just, walks down.
But imagine us becoming millionaires after this show.
I don't know if I need to be a millionaire.
No, we do. No, wait a minute. She ain't about, listen,
I don't want to live
she
out.
could limit her money. She ain't about to limit mine, because I got people to help. We got people to help. So the more the better. We got people to help.
Maybe not but just enough to be able to live comfortably. I want to live comfortably and not need for anything, so I can afford to live in New York City.
I don't need a huge mansion.
And that's the only way I'll live in a big, big city. Honestly, Phoenix is the biggest city that I've lived in years, because I'm more of a small mountain town country girl.
And see me, because I've been raised around in the city. I like suburb part, like Nassau County, Suffolk County, things that's close to the beach. And then if I feel like it, I could jump on the train or the LIR and go
straight
into the city.
Yeah.
So it's like I get the best of both. Get the best of both worlds.
I was born in Chicago, conceived in New York, born in Chicago, but I was raised in the northwestern suburb right outside.
I told you I've been meeting a lot of Chi-Townians.
And then I was like, okay, we would just take the train into Chicago. It's like 30 minutes. But yeah, ever since I left Chicago, I lived in Colorado for like 12 years. That's where I was married and divorced, and we lived in the mountains. And it was basically when the CD happened, it was great because we didn't have any cases because it was just in the middle of nowhere in mountains, and everyone was already like, because they closed down everything, so everybody was already basically ready to be snowed in. We had a bunch of food and supplies, so it was nice. It was like a break for the whole town.
That sounds like amazing. Like, I would like to have a moment like that.
Peace and quiet
I
everywhere.
love peace and quiet, and I like the crackling of a fireplace. I like the sound of fire. I used to go to sleep to the
peacefulness, like when the first snow comes down. I do miss that. I don't like being in the snow, but I do like
being snowed in.
The quietness. Yes, it's just like peacefulness. It's just like the quietness. Phoenix has a quietness too, but it's sort of like it's like like an echo, like a heat echo almost. It's so hot outside that nobody is like really saying anything or moving or going anywhere. It's just like, and like middle of the day, I'm like, damn, you don't hear any cars on the street. You don't see any people. Like, it's so quiet.
I like country living suburban living, because when you get to sit outside, music starts playing. You start hearing the crickets or whatever noise that you hear that just brings you peace. You know, and I like the sound of crickets. They don't bother me. And then most people say something about the cicadas. There's a spiritual thing on that, but I just like the noise.
I like them too.
Yeah, I like the noise. I like the noise, and I also.
It's a good, like, it makes you. I don't know. It's like reassuring, like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like summer.
It's like a. I know it might sound weird, but it feels like a lullaby. And don't let the frog come through. And then one day an owl came through, and I was excited like a superstar had came in the room. I ain't gonna hold you up. I enjoy nature. I appreciate, love nature. I have Mother Nature, Mother Universe sitting on my altar space, you know, because she just, you know, just helps me remember who I am, you know, and my divine essence, and just being just fun and just bubbly again, you know. There's so much anger. They mad. People mad. And we just gotta just keep laughing and smiling until the end of this year.
Forever, really.
Well, I'm talking about for right now, present moment.
Yes.
But after that, everything gotta be high vibrational, laughter, joy. If you have a disagreement, have it in a calm fashion. If you need to reference the video in the show, that would be fine. Because
dang, we're over 2 hours already, girl.
Holy cow. And yeah, I don't want her to miss her her date.
Well, I don't even have to go now, but so the longer the video, it's just like it takes a longer time to sort of upload and shit like that.
We're gonna
we want to get
snacks.
people to come back to listen to us.
Yes, y'all gonna come back. We know y'all gonna come back. You know why you go? You know why? Because we said that we like when you come back.
You're so beautiful. Well, thank you for coming on the show.
Oh, my pleasure. Sure. Thank you so much.
Such pleasure.
Listen, see, I always keep it in a habit of fist pumping because you can't hug everybody. Mm-hmm. But I'm not saying I can't hug you.
Right.
But give me a moment.
We'll hug.
Yeah, we're gonna hug eventually. Yes. She's like a little big sis to me. And
you
she don't even
like
realize.
A big sister.
Well, like, you see how we're thinking?
I was like, you're not even like, you don't even seem like you're old enough to be my mom, but you are. My mom was, how old is she now? Dang, 55?
I'm not there yet.
I know, yeah, so.
Look,
so like,
I don't mind. I'm 49, feeling like I'm 27 forever.
You see that? It's because you make good decisions, okay?
I do my best, but I don't know.
Good decisions.
But I'm just saying.
Make good choices.
When I made good choices, I was just trying to ask Most High, why did I keep losing all my cars and everything? You know I need to travel fast. Universe. You now I'm going to want a muscle car now because now you owe me. Y'all see me running around here like freaking Dorothy from the Wiz.
You said the Dodge. Or which car you said you wanted?
I like those challenges. I like those challenges. Those challenges to me are like, and then it reminds me, get out of Dodge, baby. Get out of the way. I can play my Ludacris.
I got a Dodge too.
Move. Get out
Dodge
the way.
fam.
Get out the way. Get out the way.
Don't.
And I want to hear it playing loudly. Because I will never go deaf.
All right, we're going to wrap it up.
All right.
That was beautiful. Okay, well.
We're excited. I'm excited to come back.
Thank you all. And if you're not following me already, again, follow me on Spotify, YouTube, Threads, TikTok, all the places. Chandie Speaks. And do you want to plug your name?
Well, right now, because I'm under the influence, I don't want to mess up my name. Under the influence of the Most High. And Most High.
High on life.
High on life.
Under the influence of what?
But I'm going to ask Chandie just to put my stuff in the description.
And I'm tagging you in it and
And
stuff.
there you go. That'll be much easier for my easier. You hear me? I'll spoke in a minute, but peace and bless.
Bless you, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.